Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and this week we are sponsored by Squarespace. When you build your website with Squarespace, you're building the perfect online platform for your next big move. Need to upgrade your Instagram boutique? Squarespace. Need a new home for your blog? Squarespace. Finally getting off your ass and bringing that idea to life? You're choosing passion over procrastination and poison?
Hey.
Use Squarespace. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code IDIOT to get 10% off your first purchase. Make your next move with Squarespace.
Okay.
And I just want to tell everybody, keep going to BrilliantIdiotsMerch.com and ordering Brilliant Idiots merchandise. And please continue to purchase that New York Times bestseller.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Black privilege, opportunity comes to those who create it. Damn, we didn't record that since
Well, you alluded to it. Because you said it was looking good for your guy.
Yeah, because they told me the numbers, but the book world is so weird that you never know.
Why?
So, I don't know. It's just weird, bro. Like you can sell 5,000 books this week and be on the bestsellers list, but sell 5,000 last week and not be. Like it's weird.
Does it depend on what else is being sold, or is it what
I haven't quite figured it
type
out,
of book it is?
Nah, because it's different lists. I made the main big boy list, the hardcover, nonfiction.
Yeah.
Like that's the big boy list. Yeah. Like I was number 6, so it's like Elizabeth Warren and some book about Hillary's campaign and one of Bill O'Reilly's books.
It's like music. Like there's the top of the Billboard charts and there's also the country charts. Rap charts, hip hop charts. If you got a real number one, I
got a real New York Times bestseller, man.
There we go.
You know,
Congrats,
number 6 was salute to all the Brilliant Idiots listeners and supporters, and it's interesting, man. Like I go to these schools. And it's just like so much Brilliant Idiots merchandise. So I'm like, wow, how you clothing have to start sending more checks.
There we go.
That's number 1.
Charlamagne's on his money today, boy. Charlamagne walked right in the room. Chris better have our checks. We had a lot of ads these last few weeks.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. And, but it's just fun. And we got to get back on the road. We got to do a live Brilliant Idiot soon, man.
We got to do a few,
The people
man.
are fiending for it.
We got to do a few.
From Dallas to L.A., everywhere I go, they're like, when are you bringing the Brilliant Idiots
I tell you, this is what happens every weekend. I go to a place every weekend. They say, they come out to my shows. Thank you guys so much for doing that. And then they're like, yo, we got to bring the Brilliant Idiots when we're taking the Brilliant Idiots out here. I'm glad that you got to see what it's like on the road, man.
No, it's out there. It's out there.
It's crazy.
It's popping.
No matter where I go, it's crazy.
I'll be in D.C. tonight. We'll be in D.C. at the, what's the name of this spot? The Capitol View, I believe it is. It was going to be at the event space.
Is this sold out, this new one?
It's sold out, man. That's why they had to move it from the event space, because the event space was too small and they kept getting too much of a demand for tickets, so they moved it. I'm pretty sure it's called the Capitol View.
Well, look it up at seethebook.com.
That's it. The Capitol View. Yes, I'll be there at 6 p.m. tomorrow with Angela Rye moderating it. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. And I'll be in L.A. We'll be in L.A. on Monday. I'll be in L.A. at the iHeart Theater in Burbank, California. You can go get your tickets for that at iHeart. Shit, why am I not prepared? Oh, here
Can't
we go.
You get it at your
I got
website?
it right here. I'm not sure, but I know you can go to iHeartRadio.com/Charlamagne, and it'll be me and my man Bobby Bones. It'll be 7 p.m. at the iHeartRadio Theater in Burbank, California on Monday, May 8th. So go out and get your tickets for that. Basically, it's not even tickets. You just buy a book and you get in.
That's perfect.
So they'll be selling books at the venue, so you can just show up, buy the book, sit down, and we can have a discussion about it. Or if you already got a book, come through anyway. I'll sign it for you. Why not?
Well, that's great, man. This is an exceptional thing. Have you noticed anything different in your life since you've been a New York Times bestseller?
Yes.
Talk to me. Your wife giving you a head better?
Nah, it's not even that. It's just, as far as industry is concerned, I don't know why. Books put you in a different realm for whatever reason. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out.
Old school, man.
It's just like people.
It's like old money, man. When a Rothschild comes into a room or a Kennedy comes into the room, they don't even got money like these tech guys, but it's a different look.
I was having a conversation with Chris Rock about it, and Chris was like, "I know everything's changed since you did the book," and he was like, he compared it to being a comedian now, and it's weird talking to guys like Chris Rock, because to us, Chris Rock is a legend.
Yeah, of course.
Like, we're totally aware of his body of work. We've seen Bigger and Blacker. We've seen Bring the Pain. We've seen Never Scared. We know Chris Rock is like, you're not fucking with Chris Rock. Sorry.
Yep.
But he doesn't see himself in that way. In his mind, it bothers him when people still talk. He said his exact words, it bothers me when people talk to me like I'm not funny. I'm like, who the fuck would ever talk to you? But it's two things with comedians, though. When you're talking to a comedian, I don't never assume a comedian is on all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't even understand what that quite means when you say
what
talk
does that
to
mean?
me.
Talk to me.
Talk to me like I'm not funny.
Did you ask him what he meant?
Yeah, I think he just meant like people questioning his funny, so to speak. Like maybe asking him about other comedians or comparing him to other comedians. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember it was the whole thing online. He didn't say this, but I'm just thinking it. When everybody was like comparing Michael Che and Gerard Carmichael to like Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle. It's that's not even the same league, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. Like, I love Gerard and Michael. I thought both of their, especially their new specials. Michael Che's new special was great.
Yeah,
I thought Gerard's was great too. But it's a difference between Chappelle and Chris Rock.
Yeah. They shouldn't be compared.
No.
Yeah, I mean that's not even fair to any of them to compare them just yet. I mean, you could compare them to them earlier in their career. That's a fair comparison, you know, but I don't think it's fair to compare them. But this idea of like talking to them like they're not funny is like, are people questioning his funny, or is he saying something funny and then they go, like they act surprised by it?
Maybe. I mean, you're a comedian, right?
Yeah.
So imagine, let's just use the cast the guy code. When we had the cast the guy code. So imagine, I'm gonna say you, Duvall, Pete Davidson, who else does stand up on that thing? Jermaine Fowler.
Sure.
Somebody comes to you shows, and they're like, yo, you know who's funny? Lil Duvall's funny, man.
Yeah.
Pete Davis is really funny. I saw Pete Davis' special. Jermaine Fowler's hilarious, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, you know who the fuck you talking to? Like,
you think that's what he's...
I think so.
No.
I think so, man. He didn't go too in-depth about it, but I think so. I think people come to Chris, and they're probably talking to him about all these other people, and he's like...
Yeah, because they're
you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah, but they're testing that. I mean, that's
and you
super
can't
insecure.
say he can't say who the fuck I am. He can't say. Do you know who the fuck I am?
Oh, Chris says that.
Oh,
Chris is the cockiest motherfucker I ever met in my entire life. Like, unbelievably cocky.
As he should
like,
be.
I'll just buy the restaurant cocky. I think he said that once.
That's a different level of funny.
Oh, dude.
It's fun. When comedians get rich, it's a different level of funny.
Yeah, because they can actually do the things they say that they would do.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'll buy this shit. Like, Chris literally said that once. We're at the cellar, and he wasn't getting service or something like that. Like, the waitress wasn't coming over, and he was like, do I have to buy this place to get some fucking chicken wings in it? Like, something like that. It was
Why
crazy.
I gotta be chicken, Schultz?
He wanted chicken, man. The guy likes chicken.
chicken.
Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? Why it can't be chicken? You know, why can't a black man in this privileged society eat some chicken?
Eat chicken without being considered a goddamn coon. If I want chicken wings, I want chicken wings. But I think that's what it is, man. I mean, listen, I think Chris Rock is genius, but I can understand where this era would have a lack of respect. But it's not that they have a lack of respect. They simply don't know.
They just don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
You never seen Bring the Pain, bro.
You never seen Bring the Pain. Bring the Pain.
I know you haven't. Bring the Pain came out in 96.
Yeah.
You're fucking 22. Yeah. I know you haven't seen Bring the Pain. You don't gotta lie to me. You haven't seen it.
Yeah.
If you saw it, then you would know. Like I told
you only know Chris Rock from acting, and he's a shitty actor.
Top 5 was good though.
Because he's not acting. He's being Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? But like, and he wrote the movie, and it's all his lines and his creative. I thought Top 5 was great. We saw Top 5 together in LA. It's a brilliant movie. He's just a brilliant. I think he suffers from the same thing a lot of comedians who turn into actors suffer from, which is when you're a stand-up, you're trying to say the funny thing. That is what the goal is, to say the funny thing. Yeah. Humor in TV or film is about saying something 100% serious, and it just so happens to be funny.
Yeah,
like Will Ferrell isn't trying to be funny, right? Yeah. We're laughing because he's actually seriously living in a bunk bed with his brother or his stepbrother, and he's taking it 100% seriously. Yeah. So that's very difficult for a lot of stand-ups to do, and that's why a lot of these improv guys who are just unbelievable actors, because they're working on that craft the whole time. When you're doing improv, you're taking it seriously. You're not trying to throw in jokes.
Do you know Chris Rock told us this morning on the Breakfast Club that he auditioned for the role of Hoyt in Training Day?
What, the
white guy, the white rookie cop.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why? Chris Rock can't be a rookie. How you going to be a 46-year-old rookie cop? Get my life back together. I'm going to school. Going to be a cop.
Dude, that was a while. How long was Training Day? 15 years ago, right?
No, not that long. Was it that long?
Yeah, bro. Time flies. Training Day was like 0102.
That's black privilege. When you guys age so well, you could be 40 years old and you could play a fucking 26-year-old rookie. That right there, black privilege part 2.
Whoa.
2001. Yikes.
flies,
16
bro.
years. Oh, I thought Training Day was
flies.
like 3 years ago. He was like Transformers and Training Day came out the same year.
01. So Rock was
Golly.
like, now he was in his 40s in 01.
But still, he's old. That's old to be being a rookie
Yeah, you
cop.
can't be
Come
a
on.
rookie cop.
So
Jesus
what happened?
Christ.
What did he say about it?
He didn't get it. I mean, that's the other crazy thing people don't realize.
Obviously.
People still have to audition. I don't know why y'all think people don't have to audition. Certain people still have to audition.
Chris shouldn't have to.
Chris shouldn't have. Well, nah.
Maybe 16 years old is different, but like Chris, there's a certain, you get to a certain
You just
point
said
where you
he's a
don't
shitty
have to.
actor, bro.
Yeah, maybe he needs to
See, no,
audition.
what are you talking
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna be in there with Denzel. Denzel probably called that shit. He was like, listen, man, he's one of the greatest comedians ever, but we're gonna have to have that guy audition. I can't have this.
Because
shit
Denzel
going.
was the comic relief in that movie.
Yes.
Chris Rock would have ended up being the comic relief by default. Because he's just funny.
Yeah, it would have been bad casting.
His voice is funny. Imagine him high as hell when the guy got high off the
Did
fucking...
you give me PCP?
Did you give me PCP? That's how it would have been, man. Like, I wouldn't want to see that.
And it's also funnier for this white cop to be in this...
Black world.
Black and Mexican world.
Yeah.
That dichotomy is funnier.
Absolutely.
You know? But that's another... Yeah.
What else happened this week, man?
Man, I had the Tribeca Film Festival, man. The show I filmed when I was in LA premiered there. That was cool, man. It was fucking Jerry Seinfeld showed up to watch it.
Really?
It was crazy. Like, yeah, it was just crazy. I was telling them earlier to be in a show that Jerry Seinfeld comes to watch. You know, now he came to watch because he's friends with Paul Reiser, the Mad About You guy, who's, you know, produced tons of shows and has been in tons of shows. And he produced this show, but it was just still. I mean, Sigourney Weaver was there, just a bunch of people. You know, I guess
still get some dick.
Man, I didn't really see her like up close like that, but probably, you know me, I don't care.
Sigourney Weaver.
It's Sigourney Weaver. You know what I mean? So anyway, so it was just cool to be part of that and, you know, do that whole. Just see the show actually in a theater. The show's beautiful. I didn't think it was going to look this beautiful. I thought it was going to be funny and I thought it was going to be dark and interesting. I didn't think it was going to be beautiful looking.
What network is it on?
It's going to be on CISO, which is NBC's streaming platform.
Got you.
So all the networks are starting to put together their, like, you know, streaming devices.
They're getting smart.
They're getting smart.
Yeah.
They're trying to live. So I think I'm just stoked about it, man. So that was really exciting. And
what did Jerry think of the show?
Apparently, I mean, apparently he wrote like an email to Paul afterwards saying he loved it and this, that, the other. So I'm just stoked about that shit. And now that I don't know if I'm supposed to even say that or know that, but that's basically what happened. And then there was also another festival this week that was not as successful as Tribeca, but it was the Fire Festival. I don't know if you're familiar with this festival.
I heard about it.
You have heard about it.
I heard about it.
And
I mean, it seems like Ja Rule's to blame for it. I don't know how Ja gets to blame. I heard about the Fire app a long time ago. The Fire app sounds like what would happen if rookies get the Fire app and start booking fucking artists and putting together festivals. Because the Fire app is an app that you can go on and just book artists. Like regular Joe Blow can be a promoter. So you can go on the Fire app, and if I see Andrew shows, I can... whatever your contact information, something's up there that can cause me to call the book Andrew show.
Yeah.
So it's these people who aren't even promoters that probably got a little money from tax returns or whatever, are looking for a quick flip and can book artists. Yeah. So when I saw the Fire Festival become...
So it's Instagram DM.
Basically.
But an app.
Yeah. So when I saw the Fire Festival become a disaster, I'm like, well, this is what happens when you get rookie promoters to put together the festival. That's not what happened in this situation, but...
Here's the thing. It is... How did you not know that this was going to be a flop when Ja Rule was attached to it?
Y'all got to stop fronting on Ja Rule.
No. I'm being 100% serious. We have to acknowledge that there are a long list of people that are going to be asked to host a festival before Ja Rule. Right?
But he's part owner of the app.
I don't care.
Yeah.
The CEOs have a boardroom. The CEOs fired the Apple guy. What was his name? Who's dead now with the turtlenecks? Turtleneck. Yeah, the CEOs fired Steve Jobs. Okay. So I'm sure you can get Ja Rule out of the Fire Festival.
I wouldn't have Ja Rule as a spokesperson.
If he is, you have to understand the monumental list of people you've gone through, right?
Yeah.
Bow Wow. Lil Mama. Everyone.
It's hard to get people to believe in your app nowadays. Apps are starting to sound like mixtapes.
I don't even know.
I got an app. I rap. Like, what? You say you rap, you got an app.
Make. Yeah, it's like, when they become this easy? I thought you need like 40 Asians to make an app.
And it's an app for everything. I don't need an app for everything, bro. I don't even know where all the good water is in New York City. I'll go give me a fucking Fiji and call it a day.
Point is like, I don't even think this is Ja Rule's fault. I don't think he was involved in the minutia of it. I think he was just the face of it. But if Ja Rule is the face of something, no, it's going to fail. Because because they went through a million other people to do it. And I'm not trying to knock Ja Rule. I'm just saying the reality of the matter. They would come to you. They come to the Breakfast Club. Yo, Breakfast Club, you want to host a fire? If it didn't work for you, they go to Hot 97. If it didn't work, it go to Steve Harvey. It doesn't matter how many people.
Funny?
Did they come to you?
They definitely came. And,
I knew it. Listen, tell me I ain't right when I'm wrong.
They definitely came.
I don't even know what that meant.
They definitely came to the Breakfast Club. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't want to do the ads, but Angela Yee did the ad. So Angela Yee did the ad. I might have did them for Fire. I don't remember. I do remember they came and we did either I did a commercial for Fire or Angela Yee did a commercial for Fire. I think it was me and Angela did it together.
Okay.
And the commercial was like, "Hey, Angela Yee, what are you doing this weekend?" "Oh, I'm gonna book some artists through the Fire app." That type of shit.
But the festival itself.
No, I didn't hear nothing about the festival till this weekend.
Neither did. That's another thing. How were these kids buying these tickets? I didn't even know the shit was happening.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was like the Klitschko fight.
Whoa. By the way, we'll get to that. Yeah. By the way, I just want people to stop fronting on Ja Rule. We got to stop acting like Ja Rule did not give us classic records out here in these streets.
He's Drake before Drake.
Yes!
He's Drake before Drake.
Ja Rule right now could go do the Tom Joyner Boat Cruise. He could do Essence Festival for the rest of his life. I'm serious. I would book a show for Ja Rule and do it on like Mother's Day. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Easter weekend, Memorial weekend, a nice little 35 and up crowd. Ja Rule would kill.
Bro.
Always on time. Put it on me.
Bro. I was in Vegas. Jamie Foxx was hosting a nightclub. Ja Rule just happened to show up. They gave him the mic. And for a good 15, 20 minutes,
was the man. Son, where would I be without my baby? The thought alone might break me. Y'all gotta stop fronting like Ja don't got hits.
Unbelievable. That being said, if he has a festival, I ain't going to it. I ain't never going. It could be fire, water, wind, earth. I don't know which one of the fucking Planeteers your festival is named after, but I ain't going to that shit, boy.
Oh, man. Listen.
Not happening.
Klitschko and Joshua.
While we're talking about festivals, can I just mention what I texted you earlier this week?
I forgot. Tell me.
I found the exact moment in history when white people peaked.
Told me. Oh, you want to pay bills and get back? That's a good one.
Sure, wait,
let's pay some bills and get back to that. Good. That's actually that shit had me crying. Listen, today's episode of Brilliant Idiots is brought to you by the new Spotify original podcast, Mogul, The Life and Death of Chris Lighty, hosted by Reggie Osei, a.k.a. Combat Jack, co-founder of the Loudspeakers Network. Mogul tells the story of the music executive who changed hip-hop and shared the careers of some of his most beloved artists, LL Cool J, Missy Elliott, 50 Cent, Nas, Diddy, and so many more. I actually went to go try to listen to this.
Okay.
And I realized I didn't have the patience to download Spotify.
You act like you have to do anything actively when you download.
It seemed like it.
Were you shaking your phone?
I did. I went to the page and it said some shit like, you download Spotify or listen for a free trial. I'm like, I'm going back to my music.
Come on, Chris. Talk about your shit. Tell us your shit.
Tell us, because there's a lot of people out there that might feel like Spotify is difficult, Chris.
It's available, I think, via the Spotify free app. And a lot of people are saying that it's what's brought them to Spotify, and they're really thankful that they did it because it's a big departure from the type of shows we've done.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. This is the type of podcast I listen to.
Yeah,
this is the only podcast I listen to. It's these long form story type things.
I figured it out.
It's not that hard. You just go there, you download the fucking thing, and then play it. It ain't gonna be that difficult. You probably got to put in a little information.
On the desktop now too.
Yeah, so basically go do the shit, go listen to it. And again, this is not a podcast like, hey, we're just talking about pop culture every single day. This is a movie that you are listening to, essentially. If you like the Serial podcast, and if you like S-Town, the thing that I had suggested to you guys a couple weeks, I saw a lot of people.
Someone described it as S-Town meets The Breaks, which for me was like, okay, well,
unbelievable.
We did something all right then.
Unbelievable. So if you like those kind of long-form story podcasts, I personally do. That's what I listen to. Make sure you go check it out. And check it out on Spotify. Are we on Spotify now too?
Yeah,
we are on Spotify now too.
You can jump right from this on Spotify over to Mogul. That's the whole idea.
So that's what we're going to do.
I need to download the Spotify app. Is it worth it?
Yes.
You got to do it, man. You downloaded.
I mean, I would argue.
What is that shit called again? That Jay-Z got.
Firefly.
You got Firefly.
I'm gonna try this Life and Death of Chris Lighty thing again.
All right, man. So make sure you go check it out. It's Mogul, The Life and Death of Chris Lighty. It's on Spotify's original podcast, produced by Gimlet Media and the Loudspeakers Network. Okay? Follow and listen to Mogul every week exclusively on Spotify. Now let's talk about the peak of white people.
Andrew Schultz has a theory of he knew when white people peaked. When did they peak?
Listen, white people peaked. White people peaked. I know the exact minute in time in history. It was 1999 Woodstock, right?
Woodstock was in 99?
It was there was an earlier Woodstock, I think 69. That's the really famous one, and then they brought back the festival. And in 1999, Limp Bizkit was on stage. Okay? No. Don't you dare hate on my boys Limp Bizkit.
Fred Durst, goddammit.
Your boy Fred Durst is official. You know how you know Fred Durst is official? I posted a clip on my Instagram, right? You know who commented? Killer Mike just goes, Durst! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Because Killer Mike knows when white people peaked as well. It's been all downhill
Fred
since.
Durst fell the fuck off too, bro.
White people did with him.
Fred Durst signed the Cash Money, bro.
Bro.
That's when I got, how the fuck you go from Limp Bizkit to signing the Cash Money?
Bro, Paris Hilton too, we fell off.
But Limp Bizkit was one of the biggest rock groups in the country at one point, if not the world.
Bro, let me tell you, this is the exact moment in history. I'm going to bring it up right now. This is the exact, it's the song Break Stuff, okay?
Terrible record. I remember that video.
But wait for it. You got to see it. Now, the couple things we just need to point out. This is the 90s, end of the 90s, right? This is before internet's crazy, before everything like that.
TRL era.
TRL era, but you have to understand, white people are still living in a bubble, right? White people haven't been told yet that they're the problems with the world. They haven't been told yet that they're oppressing everybody. They haven't been told yet that they're privileged. So at this point in history, white people don't know they're privileged. So they're just as miserable as everybody else.
That generation of white people.
That generation, yeah. So they're just as miserable as everybody else. And they have this angst, they have this rage, and they have this self-loathing. They fucking hate themselves.
Eminem. Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. But there's
Kurt Cobain just killed himself.
There's an edge.
Life is so hard,
bro. It's because we out here killing ourselves because we didn't know that they're black people that have it way worse. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, fuck, I gotta get out this bitch, right? so we're just angry, right? And the music reflected this anger, and there was something fucking macho about it. Not this like sing-songy, I feel so sorry for myself. It was anger. I want to beat the shit out of you. It was kind of beautiful.
I know this sounds crazy, but it's something to this because I'm thinking about how Eminem used to discriminate against other white people. Like it was like classism. It was like if you were like the Britney Spears, Backstreet Boy, NSYNC, uppity type of white person who probably understands their privilege.
Yep.
Eminem, poor white trash from Michigan, was not feeling you.
Well, in a way, I think at this time, white people and black people and other minorities were actually closer because we all agreed on who oppressed us. The poor white people that had all this angst and rage were directing it at the exact same people that the black people were directing it at. These people that were essentially in charge and like and bullying and making us feel shitty about ourselves, etc. Right?
And around that time, everybody collectively didn't like gays either. By the way.
Well, that might have been part of it, but we don't have to go there. They had their little fire festival.
There was no such thing as homophobia back then. You could let a maggot fly freely. You could let a maggot fly freely all in your music, and there was no apologies then for that.
Okay, so here's this clip. This is the minute. I have it down to 1 minute. This is when white people peaked, okay? You gotta get into it. Uh-oh. That was the moment. That was it, bro. That was it, dude. It's all downhill since.
It's interesting because it's kind of like that now a little bit because all white people aren't created equal. It is more a classism thing right now. Like it was like that then, and it's like that now.
Yes, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. I'm sure there are definitely minorities that love Limp Bizkit and they feel this song by Limp Bizkit, right?
I never liked Limp Bizkit.
Fair. It's impossible to have white skin and hear that beat drop, and when he goes, break your fucking face, as a white person, it's impossible to not go like this, not go, boom, and the headbang. Let me tell you something. It's in our DNA. It's in our blood. Something is there. When second he goes, break your fucking face tonight, boom, like that. Let me tell you this. I texted Akash this shit. I go, Akash, this is when we peaked. It was all that. I was like, Akash, feel this song. He listened to it. He goes, nah, bro, didn't do it for me, bro. I took a nap.
Yeah, but Akash ain't white.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a white thing.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I tried, I tested it. I tested it on the minority.
You don't think Eminem was peak whiteness?
I think I don't know what time Eminem was.
Eminem came out with a song called White America.
White America.
And this shit was hard. And nobody, like, gave a fuck. Like, it wasn't why I gotta be white America. Like, nobody cared.
I will say this. I will say the difference was this. I think with Eminem, he was not doing a traditionally white brand of music. So there was an outsider perspective with Eminem. So even as a white guy listening to Eminem, you're like, well, I'm not listening to something that is essentially mine, and I'm reminded that I'm a kind of poser for doing this, and there's all these terms, like he's a, white N-word or whatever like that. So it wasn't like an ownership of it. Whereas
Eminem was really white, though.
He was white as fuck.
Like that's one of the reasons I always liked Eminem, because he was never the white rapper trying to be black.
He was just this white boy.
He was white. Yeah. I mean, the shit he rapped about was white. But I thought all of y'all wanted to kill your moms.
Nah, bro. We do. Bro. We do.
You don't think he was peak whiteness, though?
Bro, the thing about this is this music, nobody's claiming but white people.
Yeah.
And that, break your fucking face.
It was them. It was Kid Rock was peak at that time.
When you listen to Kid Rock, when Kid Rock comes out to Ball with a Ball at 99 Woodstock.
Ball with a ball, the bang, the bang, diggy, 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 the boogie, up jump the boogie.
Ball with the ball. Bro, I'm telling you. Bro, it is unbelievable. Remarkable. Dude, this was peak. But so there was all these performances. Metallica did it as well. But that moment in history, that 1 minute clip I played for you, and I suggest that you listen to it on good speakers. And if you look at the audience, no camera phones back then.
Yeah.
There are thousands of people in the audience, and they're all rocking out, jumping, headbanging. Everybody's involved in it. Not everybody trying to collect the fucking image.
Oh, I missed that era.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
I missed the era when all you had was memories, man.
Those are the shit.
Now motherfuckers living through their goddamn phones.
I know. You could lie to your girl easier.
Peak whiteness. I never thought about that. So when they went downhill from there, and then what?
September 11th was the end of peak whiteness.
Chris, what the fuck are you talking about, Chris?
Jesus Christ.
Chris, just because peak Asianness happened 2,000 years ago don't mean you gotta go shit on white people, bro.
Chris, what? You're not going to explain? You're just going to jump on the mic and tell everybody, remind everybody about the worst terroristic disaster over here.
We're having a fun peak whiteness conversation. You want to throw in 9/11?
Why? Why, Chris? Why was 9/11 the end of peak whiteness?
Because it was the end. America's a white country, dominated by the white structure, and that was the peak of that structure. Like, it's been downhill since 9/11, but that was the high. I've always felt that 9/11 was like the high water mark of American civilization, American culture, and it's just kept going downhill since then. It's gonna probably go deeper.
The Chris Lighty story, mogul, has nothing to do with what Chris is talking about right now. I don't want y'all to think that
it's not representative of the quality that you'll be getting on
it's some
Spotify.
Good shit, okay, so go to Spotify and listen to Mogul. You got nothing to do with 9/11 theories and nothing like that.
I just came out of a bad doctor's appointment, so I'm a little fucked up right now.
Bro,
So was the end of peak Christmas? That's what the doctor told you. The doctor said it's in the peak Christmas.
LeMay still got it. He's on the road 24/7, but he still got it.
That's official.
That's what it is, Chris? What happened? You sick?
Yeah, it's fucking Lyme disease is kicking my ass.
For real?
Why the fuck are you in here with us?
It's not contagious like that.
Oh.
Nah.
Yo, honestly, dude, next time you feel like that Lyme is really kind of like killing you, just you gotta put this shit on. Just put this shit on, Chris.
It could always be worse, bro.
That's for sure.
Come on, Chris. Listen. Look that Lyme disease right in the face, and you tell it this. Okay, Chris? You let him know.
Yo, they don't even do that no more.
Bro.
You don't see that head. They used to have a headbanger's ball. Y'all don't remember that?
That's true, the show.
They don't even do headbanging no more. Nobody does that shit no more.
White people, we fell off. Now we just hold each other.
Christ. I don't know if y'all fell off. I think y'all might have just evolved. I think rock just is whack now.
Bro, it's soft.
Who's the good rock? Yeah, you're right, it's soft.
We need the angst back. We need that shit.
You need that
inside.
Nirvana.
Yeah, the anger,
that Guns
the
N'
rage.
Roses. Yeah,
self-hatred.
Yeah.
It's like we started committing suicide and shit all the time instead of just hating ourselves and dealing with it.
And it actually looks scary.
Bro,
violent heavy metal artists look scarier than the thuggish rappers.
like that white devil
Ozzy
shit.
Osbourne bit a goddamn bat's head off. That would make the most thuggish rapper be like, yo, he wildin', B. Gunplay would be like, yo, he wildin'.
Yo, I'm not fucking with him. I ain't fucking with that man.
He bit a bat's head off.
The bat was alive?
That's what I'm saying. Like the heavy metal rock artists, that satanic shit, all that make any thug rapper look weak.
Bro, to your point about white devils and to the white devil point, right? I've always thought that this was kind of corny. Oh, it's calling all white people white devils. If you watch white people in a death metal concert or a heavy metal, there's a band
Satanic
called Korn.
fuck.
Son.
Korn, they shit looks like a horror movie. The Cave,
Bro.
and
The music hits and they can't even, they headbang, but from their waist down, like they're just going, and it's literally, that's the best argument you could possibly make for devilship in white people. There might be a little devil in us, bro.
Believe in the devil.
Oh, that guy who's the leader of it is part of like a satanic church.
I ain't got time for that shit. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Like, what do they even have any rule?
Yeah, one of my friends is the leader in the Satanic Church. I actually know a little bit about it. Yeah.
Do they have rules?
No, I mean it's more like an anti-establishment thing at the end of the day.
So I mean, so do they do things that are considered sins all the time?
No, they're more about like challenging laws in states like Oklahoma that give certain freedoms to religious institutions. So they created a satanic church to try to prove that they deserve the same sort of rights. And of course, people are upset. But they've built statues in different towns and stuff like that. It's just a bunch of smart ass guys. Basically,
it's like some dorks that are trying to be reactive.
Yeah, it's
like alt-right before the alt-right.
Satan does have a kingdom too, though. I mean, you know, if you really do believe Satan is an entity,
then he does have a kingdom. Shit too,
I'm not riding with him. You know what I'm saying?
But he ain't in a one bedroom.
Yeah, but I get it. I mean, if you know, I get why somebody would choose to. No, I don't get why somebody would choose to worship him, but it's there for them to worship. Is what I'm saying. Like they can pick a choice if they wanted to and say, you know what, I'm gonna rock with Satan.
But just a bad choice.
Yeah, but you probably got some people who are just one of those dickheads who want to be different. Like, oh, y'all reckon with that God? I'm gonna go over here, man. Satan. The Satan line is shorter.
Wasn't he a fallen angel though? Biblically,
a fallen angel of music, allegedly.
Oh, music.
Yeah, he was an angel of music.
So maybe that's why this fucking heavy metal shit. Dude, there could be something in it. I'll show you another clip of Korn. It is frightening.
What else did we miss this week?
Caitlyn got a pussy.
A man-made lake.
Yo, Charlemagne's back, baby. He still got it. He still got it. This motherfucker never gone.
That's good. You got to prove it though. She got to prove it.
Someone got to hit it.
Yeah, she got to show us.
Okay, my
you gotta
question
prove
is,
it. You can't just say you got a pussy, bro.
Okay, why not?
Because you got to prove it.
So you want to see lips?
Something. Why wouldn't you show that off? No, you've shown us everything thus far.
That's true. And it's it's new. It's brand new. You got 2017.
He got the youngest pussy in the fucking Kardashian Jenner family right now.
For sure.
Come on, man. Show it to me.
Now, here's a question. Do we have to wait 18 years to have sex with it?
No.
So a brand new vagina is the age of
it's a test
whoever it's on.
60-year-old.
70.
70-year-old.
First of all, that's the nicest 70-year-old pussy on the planet right now.
Was Jenner 70 years old?
It's like 67 or some shit, right? Is that not the nicest 70-year-old pussy on the planet?
Without question. 70 years old with a fresh pussy.
Shit.
I got to see it, though. I don't believe he got it all done, bro.
Oh, you think it's a lie? You think it's publicity?
It's all full publicity, man. I don't believe anything that comes out of that Kardashian Jenner household. Like, why all of a sudden your book comes out, right?
And all of a sudden you
got a pussy.
You know what? All that says to me is you're not willing to commit enough to the PR of your book.
Yeah, I haven't seen Caitlyn on the New York Times bestsellers list. Has the book dropped yet, Chris? Oh, it's not even out yet.
It's not out yet. But that being said, like, what did you do to promote your book? You did a couple dates on the road. You didn't get a pussy.
No.
So my point is, you need to go further, Charlamagne. What are you willing to do to? What are you willing to do to secure your success? Now, if you were to get a pussy, what pussy would you get? What would it look like? Would you get a little hang time on there? Would you get a little meat hanging out? I don't want no
lips, man. I'm not really. I don't like the lips hanging out too tough.
You don't like the little pork bun?
I like a tight little pussy.
You like a tight little all tucked in?
Yeah, I want to look like a little honey bun.
Like a little honey bun?
Yeah, I want it to be shaved with a little glaze. You know what I'm saying? I want it to look tight, just nice and shiny. You know what I'm saying? Real pink on the inside. I want a pink pussy.
But outside, what color?
Brown.
Oh, definitely black pussy.
Yeah.
If you could make your own pussy, why not go a different, race?
Nah, that's stupid.
That'd be hot.
That's how I feel like Michael Jackson's dick probably looked.
It was dark black still. That was the one part vitiligo didn't
He had
touch.
a big black dick. That's when the kids started telling on him. The kids was like, look, this shit looks crazy. You never heard the little boy describe Michael Jackson's dick?
No.
He said it was beige with brown spots.
So like one of those pigs that Duval always takes pictures with?
Yes. Like, for real. He
The
said
Bahamian pig.
He said it was like beige with brown spots. You don't remember that in the fucking deposition? He said that it was beige with brown spots. Michael Jackson's dick. Hey, man.
That's what happens when you fuck a girl on her period.
Why don't we start talking about Caitlin's pussy?
I just brought it up. It's a new thing that happened this week. It's
got you. Yo, listen, man.
It's life-changing.
The Jenner Kardashians are done, bro.
Really?
I'm going to tell you why they're done. Because the administration that we have in the White House is way more entertaining. I'd much rather keep up with the goddamn Trump administration than anything the Kardashian Jenners are doing. I don't give a shit. Like, Kim has been robbed. God bless her. Caitlyn got a new pussy. Kylie out here, she ain't even fucking Tiger no more.
Yeah.
She fucking Travis Scott, and nobody cares, bruh.
So
they don't care no more. Wow. Think about it.
So the Kardashians need Obama.
The Kardashians need us the Kardashians need us not to care about real shit.
Because
if there's too much real shit going on in the world, like right now, there's some real shit going on in the world.
Yeah, I don't need the Kardashians.
Exactly. Barack in the White House, it's like, all right, he's black, y'all will get over it. Trump in the White House is like, all of us might fucking die. We need to pay attention to what's going on. We don't give a fuck about no Kardashian Jenners at all. Like nothing. And that's not just them. That's just reality TV as a whole. When the last time somebody really gave a fuck about Love and Hip Hop?
I never have.
That's what I'm saying. Like when any reality TV, Real Housewives of Atlanta might be the only thing that gets people's minds off of shit a little bit.
That is a great theory. That's a great theory. Has Trump destroyed reality TV?
Yes.
So maybe that's the one positive thing he's done.
And the fact Donald Trump is a celebrity. So all our attention is focused on this celebrity in the White House. Like we don't care about the rest of none of y'all reality stars. There's nothing y'all can do that's more entertaining than this shit.
So when reality stars hate on Trump, they're really just doing it because they want the shine back.
It's jealousy.
They jealous.
I'm sure it's jealousy. I heard Oprah say, God bless Oprah. Oprah said once she never thought about being president, but now she's like, oh. So imagine how all those other reality show stars feel. A Jenner Kardashian could have been president, bro. One of them could have been president.
No.
One of them. Somebody in that household could have been president. Chris, maybe. Kanye.
No, Kanye, forget it.
Kanye might have had a real shot, man.
No, absolutely not.
Trump.
Yeah, but Trump is... No.
Trump? No. You think Kanye wouldn't go out there and say the same type of wild shit Trump said and get people riled the fuck up?
No, I don't.
I don't believe in no race. There's no black, there's no white. It's just us, the human race.
Man, when people get rich, they change, huh?
You got to though, in a way.
What'd you think about everybody pissed off about Colbert? Did you hear that?
What Colbert do?
Last night in a rant against Donald Trump, Colbert's really doubling down on the anti-Trump shit. He went
Colbert's kicking everybody's ass in late night ratings because of that shit too.
For sure. Go with what works. So he goes. He says he goes on a long rant, and then he goes. He says, "Trump, your mouth is a cock holster for Vladimir Putin."
He's saying he sucked Vladimir Putin's dick.
Now,
what's wrong with that?
People start saying #fire Colbert, this, that, the other. Here's my problem with conservatives that are doing this shit. You can't call liberals snowflakes and say liberals are offended by everything and say liberals are so sensitive. And the first time you hear something that you don't like, start the #fire Colbert.
Because he said that Trump sucks Vladimir Putin's dick? First of all, telling somebody that they suck dick is the American way.
That's how we do it.
Right? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yes. You tell somebody they suck a dick. They suck my dick. You sucking his dick. You riding his dick. That's the American way.
That's what we told England. Suck my dick.
You goddamn right. What's the problem with what the fuck Colbert said?
I guess, so some they're saying they're offensive, and then of course there are the offended people saying that it was somewhat homophobic. I don't find it homophobic at all. He didn't say there's anything wrong with sucking his dick. He's just saying that you are sucking the dick of another world leader, and that's compromising.
Yeah, it's like saying a guy and a girl are fucking.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Like,
that's not heterophobic.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So you can't say any gay sex thing whatsoever.
Yeah.
It means that there's something bad about it. There's something derogatory.
No, that's what.
I'm not into it. And I know Colbert's your guy.
I love Colbert, but it's just the truth of the matter. Like I can say, if that's the case, you should be mad at Hassan Minhaj. Hassan Minhaj said the same type of shit at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. By the way, I tried to watch that shit. My God. That shit was so trash.
Did you think? I thought he took advantage of the opportunity. He was the
most decent one up there.
Oh,
Hassan.
I didn't watch any of the others.
Oh,
I just
no,
watched
everything.
his.
It wasn't even comedy. Like, you know how you watch the White House Correspondent thing and everybody's up there, like, with a little bit of jokes? Nope, but it was dead serious until Hassan got on stage. And I was flipping back and forth between Hassan and Trump because Trump was in Pennsylvania. Because I already knew that there was nothing more, first of all, there's nothing more entertaining than a Sean Spicer press conference, nothing more entertaining than Donald Trump giving a live speech any motherfucking way. So that shit that was going on at the White House Correspondent Dinner was garbage.
Nobody knows how to stall during a speech better than Trump.
He is, listen.
Is Mike here? Where's Mike at?
Bro.
Hey, where's Mike?
Trump don't got no new bars.
Nothing. He just looks for people in the audience, points at them, then they clap.
No new bars. I'm watching this shit in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, this shit sound like him on the campaign trail. It looked like a repeat. Yeah. Like he's out there, build the wall. He did the fucking poem. What's that snake poem? And he said, he goes, can I do the snake poem for y'all again? Can I? Y'all want to hear the snake poem again? They're like, yeah, do the snake poem. He does the snake poem. Like, he got no new bars whatsoever. Same set and ripping.
Killing.
Ripping.
They just want to be in the room with him.
Why?
They just want to say they saw him. It's just like when you see somebody at a nightclub. It's like, I'm going to go see Jamie Foxx at Tao or some shit. It's like, I just want to be in the same room as this person that I like or look up to, etc. You don't do anything. That's the weirdest shit ever. Like, you know when people go to a nightclub just because Conor McGregor's there or Mayweather's there? You can't speak to them. You can't dance with them.
Hosted by Floyd Mayweather.
Exactly. It's
and
like
you pay $100 to get in.
You're going to pay extra just to be breathe the same oxygen as that guy for a moment.
You Instagram live him from 100 feet away.
He zoomed in, mad pixelated.
Putting the arrow over Floyd Mayweather's head. See Floyd right here.
All this big ass bodyguards around him.
Yeah.
It just makes no sense. But I think the same thing applies to Trump. Like, I think they just want to be in the same space as him for some reason.
I can't believe people are still rooting for Trump. But my thing is, like, I read a study. I think I told you this before, that his approval rate will never drop less than 28%.
Why?
Because there's just some people who refuse to admit that
they'll just block everything out.
Yes, I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative. That's our guy. We're gonna ride this shit till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
But I just don't see how people could still root for this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's weird. I think
he's really doing really done a bad job.
You know, when you've already committed a lot of your money to a poker hand, and you just go all in because you're so committed that if you lose at this point, you're fucked anyway. Yeah, I think that's where they are. They're like pot committed with Trump. They're Trump committed, so they've already so invested in this hand that they have to win, or they're going to lose no matter what. Yeah,
and people like Tommy Lauren got to stop saying shit like, she does this a lot. She'll be like, I don't care how much y'all protest or how much y'all hold rallies. At the end of the day, Trump's going to still be president. One day you're going to wake up and that shit ain't going to be true. One day you're going to wake up and it's going to be impeach Donald goddamn Trump. Like, you got, like, that shit is only going to work but for so much longer, bro.
Yeah, she's kind of annoying now.
It's on the platform.
Yeah, it's interesting without a platform.
Yeah, on a platform. And she's doing it. She's still doing her stuff on Facebook, but it don't have that same.
I don't understand why she wouldn't either invest her own money or get an investor to back her. And all she needs is a green room.
A green screen. And you can get a teleprompter on your goddamn laptop.
You know how many interns hit us up every single week? Hey, can I do this for you? Hey, can I come here? I mean, there's a guy, Eddie, shout out to Eddie, who will come every single week. I'm not paying him. I think he's come from Baltimore. He's getting himself here early as fuck, comes and helps out with the cameras, and then goes back.
She's starting to make me believe she had writers.
Not only she had writers, but she don't want it that bad.
Nah, I think she had writers, and I think she had people feeding her all of those lines, which I always told her, if this isn't really you, you're going to crash and burn. I really think she had writers, bro. Yeah. Because there's no way you don't have that same... You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know those buttons to press.
Sure. So hire the writers. All I'm saying is like...
She can afford to.
But she could get an investor. Like, when you're somebody that famous and you're somebody that famous in that world, you don't think that there's somebody that you can hire to help you do this kind of stuff? She must have a deal on the table with somebody.
All the people walking away, bro. Her agents just left her. Yeah, that shit. She's alone out here, basically. Yeah.
Really?
They put out a press release.
Said we're no longer part of it?
We're out.
This how corny
the agents did?
Yes.
I've never heard of anything like that.
Hey, man.
But that's the corniest thing because, you're going to ride with her when she's saying all this fucked up shit on a platform. The second she can't make you money, now you're going to go on the moral high ground? Go suck a dick. Suck a dick. Suck a fucking big old... Suck whatever's left of Caitlyn's dick. That's what I want you to do. That shit is in a jar somewhere in a Jenner household. I want you to take it out and suck on it.
That should be funny as hell if they got Caitlyn's dick in a jar and you got to walk by it and rub it like the Apollo log before you walk in the house. That shit'll be so crazy. Hold on, I'm Googling it. Tommy Lauren.
What if she got a
Leave.
thing still? That's just so stupid. So
I can't find it.
I watched your appearance on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah.
Hold on, let's talk about this. Let's do Blue Apron first.
All right, fine. This week's episode is also brought to you by Blue Apron. Blue Apron is dedicated to making home cooking easy for everyone. They ship the exact amount of each ingredient required for a recipe. It's a sustainable food system that reduces waste and lets you explore new recipes and ingredients every single week, Charlamagne.
That's right. Every single freaking week, Blue Apron does more than prepare their food safely and efficiently. They encourage everyday people to cook more. Ordering out can quickly become costly, so why not spend under $10 per person for a healthy and delicious meal that you can cook yourself? Speaking of, some of the upcoming meals for May include beef teriyaki stir fry with sugar snap peas and lime rye, baked spinach and egg flatbread with sauteed asparagus and lemon. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that one.
What is it?
Aioli?
Yo, killed that shit, bro.
I nailed it?
Damn, you pronounced that like a New York Times bestselling author.
Hey, 3 cheese and baby broccoli stromboli with tomato and oregano dipping sauce, crispy salmon and roasted potato salad with pickled mustard cheese. That's not cheese.
Seeds,
pickled
but it's
mustard
okay.
seeds.
Listen.
And creme. Creme fuck off sauce.
Yeah. Hey, they actually want to know which of these you guys want. They're going to send it to your house so you can test it.
I want that beef teriyaki stir fry.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
and I love salmon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do the salmon.
I'll do the beef teriyaki. Right. Yeah. Look, find out what's on this week's menu and get your first 3 meals for free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/idiots. Did you hear what I said? I said it's free. First 3 meals for free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/idiots. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron, so don't wait. That's blueapron.com/idiots. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
And please go to brilliantidiotsmerch.com.
Yep.
Purchase some Brilliant Idiots merchandise, Salute to High You clothing. And go get that book, man. Black Privilege Opportunity comes to those who create it. It's out now. We're doing a lot of press for it. You say you saw me on what?
I saw you on. Real quick. I'm going to be in NorCal this week, in Sacramento on May 6th, and San Francisco on May 7th. Sacramento is a Punchline Comedy Club, and then San Francisco is Cobb's Comedy Club. Go get tickets for that. It's just one day only in each location, so make sure you cop those tickets. I saw you on Trevor Noah's The Daily Show, and I thought Trevor was okay. I knew that this was going to happen. I thought Trevor was hard on you, and I'll say this. I knew this was going to happen. I knew that the second you told black people that they are privileged and to essentially believe in themselves and they can do whatever they want.
Black privilege.
Black privilege.
It's a privilege to be black.
It's a privilege to be black. You were going to get pushback from the victimologists, the people who essentially make a living off of... I don't want to chalk his entire thing up to, but, of showing how much of victims black people are and how mistreated black people are, et cetera. The second you came out here saying, hey, we're privileged, we can do anything, that scares the victimologists because their talking points, what they do every single night is about how shitty it is to be black, right? So I knew that you were going to get pushback, and I wasn't sure who it was going to come from. And it was interesting to see you on Trevor Noah, and the first thing he does is kind of dismiss your book title.
Yeah, which actually Trevor has been my favorite interview thus far, simply because of the pushback.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like some people just ask the title. I explain them to them what my feelings are. I've said it over and over. I feel like it's a privilege to be black, and I feel like black privilege is something spiritual as opposed to white privilege being something systemic. And,
right.
And the people just leave it at that. But Trevor was like, you can't possibly believe this exists. And I'm like, why not? And like I explained to Trevor, words mean something. Mm-hmm. There's more than one definition of privilege. Of course, you look up in the dictionary, privilege, a set of advantages granted to a person or people in a community, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or it's also an honor to be. I think it's a privilege to be black. So it's a play on words. And guess what? Anybody should feel that way. No matter what you are. If you're Asian, you should think it's a privilege to be Asian.
Right.
If you're white, you just think it's a privilege to be white because that's what you are.
Right.
Like what other mind state should you have?
What does it benefit you to think that you're shitty?
Yes. I don't
No, I mean this is Okay, I completely get your take on it, and I believe in your take, because why not have confidence in yourself if it's a choice?
I'm just trying to figure out what is the other option.
There's no other option, but I also understand where a guy like Trevor and a bunch of these other guys are coming from, which is they feel by showcasing the injustices towards black people, they will help black people rise to the same level of equality as white people, et cetera. And that is very important. They need to do these things. I'm not diminishing their work, but I think that they should be careful to not do the white supremacist job for them.
That's why
my concern is a white supremacist, right? What he wants is people to think that being white is superior.
And you're inferior.
If you go on TV every single day talking about how superior it is to be white, you're doing their job for them.
What is the opposite of superiority? Inferiority.
So stop putting the inferiority complex on people.
Yes.
In my personal opinion, when you tell black people they're privileged, when you tell them they can do anything they want if they put their work for it, you're not diminishing the white or systemic oppression. You're not diminishing that exists. What you're doing is attacking the mindset of a white supremacist.
That's why I told Trevor Noah I can simultaneously fight against systemic oppression, institutionalized racism, and still think it's a privilege to be black.
Absolutely. That's how you fight a white supremacist.
Absolutely.
That's how you fight the white...
First of all, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr., Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner, Marcus Garvey, they were so pro-black. They loved themselves. They believed in themselves. They believed in their blackness. That's why they were able to fight against the systemic oppression and institutionalized racism. Like, I don't understand why they have to be mutually exclusive.
Absolutely.
Yes. We know black people have been and continue to be victims in this country in a lot of ways,
undeniable
shapes and forms. That's not even a debate. We know this.
Undeniable.
But why can't I still feel like it's a privilege to be black?
Sure.
I don't have another option.
You might as well love yourself. That's what you got.
I can't wake up like Rachel Dolezal and be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be a white man today. And people buy into it. No, they're not buying into it. We got to stop that shit, too. I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and they was like, we can't do that. I'm like, Rachel's not doing it either.
Yeah, nobody's believing her.
Nobody's believing her.
Nobody's believing her whatsoever.
We don't believe Rachel. We're laughing at Rachel. Like, we're not buying into Rachel being a black woman. Like,
yeah, no, that's not at all. I just thought it was interesting, this thing, and I think, and that's where a lot of my pushback has been on the victimologists out here, where it's like, I'm concerned you're doing the white supremacist work for you. Yes. And it bothers me when I see you get pushback. When I don't see, when I saw T.I. on The Daily Show and he asked him the question, he was like, well, how do you feel about, your music promoting certain ideas, right? And now all of a sudden you're saying the cops promoting certain negative ideas, and now all of a sudden you're saying the cops are bad. How do you feel about the hypocrisy? And T.I. goes, well, I mean, the music wouldn't reflect that if we were in this situation in the first place. And then Trevor goes, good question, moving right along, on to the next one.
Yeah.
And with you, he kind of stayed on it and grilled on it. And I feel like in a way he's protecting his brand. If he's
I got Trevor off me.
My point is,
because there was nothing for him to debate. Like, once I hit him with the other definition of privileges and how I feel, and this is the context I'm using it in, he really couldn't do anything about it.
Sure, but he didn't let go of his opinion.
No, he didn't.
That's my point. He immediately let go of his opinion with T.I. And I feel like because T.I. fit his narrative more. T.I. fit the narrative of, yes, we are victims of this situation. So he's like, okay, I'll give you a pass. But you're questioning my victim shit. You're out here flipping the narrative. No, I can't possibly allow this to happen. It's just something that...
Now listen, I want to call Van, because Van has a good analogy of... If he picked this motherfucker, his phone always goes to voicemail like he's so goddamn busy.
Yeah, I know.
He's got this analogy of the elephant in the fire.
Okay.
And it's so real. Hold on. Oh, you can call him on the board? How many texts me tell me about to call him for the podcast? I don't want to say his shit. I don't want to say his shit because...
While we're doing that, can I ask you a technical question about Trevor Noah?
Yes.
Is he reading something off stage while he talks to you? Because I felt like the entire time he was talking to you, he was kind of looking past you in a very weird way.
You're saying, is he looking at a different camera?
Literally.
Everybody does that. Everybody, any TV show you're on, Colbert, all of them, like they all got the prompters up with the.
Yeah, but not during an interview.
Yeah, they do.
There's something weird about how that interview was filmed to me.
It's not. He's not going word for word with the questions, but they're there.
Yeah, the questions are there, but when he's talking to Charlamagne, he's having a conversation with him. But when they're doing a quote unquote live skit, like when they have a correspondent in your seat and then Trevor's in my seat, they aren't talking to each other. They are reading teleprompters. I know, but I felt
when he was talking to you, he was literally like. You were right here, and he was staring at.
I'm short too, though. And the angle you sit at Trevor's desk is weird. It's not like you're like this.
Yeah,
like Trevor's a little. Trevor's a little this way,
right,
and you're back this way.
Right.
I like Trevor though. I think Trevor's actually really dope, and I love challenging interviews. Like I want to have these conversations. Let's challenge each other's views. Let's challenge each other's ideologies. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know, like I did Steve Harvey this week. Steve Harvey was another good interview too for different reasons though. Like I did Steve yesterday, and we're recording this on yesterday. What's today?
Thursday. Well, today's Wednesday, but
this will be out Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what everybody's reaction to Steve's interview is going to be, man.
Why?
Like, can we talk about him meeting with Trump? You know,
and give us a teaser.
I've said, hey, I got a teaser right here, buddy. Hold on. I got a teaser in the phone. Hold on. I got a teaser right here, guys. Hold on 1 second.
Or you could just tell us.
I mean, it's nothing like
Come to the Breakfast Club.
Oh, that's not it.
I love it, man.
It's nothing like the audio, though.
You've been on the radio, man. I always wanted to say thank you out loud.
No, because I know you, and thank you. Like I know you, and I've met you, and I saw firsthand what you were doing with all those young black brothers at that camp in Georgia. You know, like 200, 300 boys. You didn't have to be there. You could easily just, threw some money and let some people go to talk to those kids, but you was there talking to those kids, and even when the cameras weren't rolling, those kids was flocking around you, and you was having conversations with them. And I'm like, man, Unc cares. So when I saw you go meet with Donald Trump and everybody was like, oh, he's a coon, he's Uncle Tom, I'm like, how do we just discredit people so quickly? Like, how do we just forget what people have done for us throughout the years? Like, I mean, all the brothers and sisters you got working on your various platforms and, what you did for those brothers at that camp. I'm like, I can't co-sign Kanye and Ray Lewis and whoever else, but Steve Harvey? Nah, if he's meeting with Donald Trump, it's for a reason, and I think that reason is going to ultimately benefit us as a community in the long run.
Wow. My wife goes, God damn, you dick riding Steve Harvey, right? So
did you use? Did he use your mouth as a cock holster? Is that what you're trying to say?
But I thought that was important to say because I keep telling y'all we live in this era of engagers and resistors, and it's been like this since the beginning of time. You're going to have some people who choose to engage with this administration and try to get things done, and that's fine. Right. And you're going to have the resistors as well who choose to say, fuck that, we're not engaging. Right. You cannot knock either method as long as the goal is the same. What is the goal? Is the goal the betterment of black people? Is the goal the betterment of the country? Go! We don't know.
Shoot.
Steve might get some shit done.
Shoot.
But wasn't he meaning about housing? Wasn't that the
Yes.
Don't matter what he's meaning about.
What the fuck does he know about housing? No disrespect, but I mean, that's the issue.
Here's a perfect example of the GMOs. You don't know that he doesn't know about housing, motherfucker. When we gonna learn this shit?
I didn't say Steve Harvey doesn't know about housing. I said, what does he know about housing?
Chris,
I'm asking the
No.
question.
All you said was housing, though. Ben Carson is the head of HUD, right? Housing and Urban Development. Has Steve Harvey not invested money into the urban communities for years?
I'm sure he has.
Yes, he has. So why wouldn't you get with the head of HUD and try to get more money invested into the urban communities?
First of all,
because housing is a very specific thing, and investing in an urban community is a general thing. I'm not saying Steve Harvey can't.
You just don't know if
I'm asking the question. Maybe
you even know what HUD does.
No.
Exactly. What the fuck, Chris?
That's why I bring these articles up here, okay? Maybe I say it in a harsh fucking way,
I mean,
but the shit infuriates me, yo.
They do more than just create housing, Chris.
All right, so educate me. Tell me what Steve Harvey's background is and why it's relevant.
I don't know what Steve Harvey's background is in housing, but I know Steve Harvey invests in the urban community.
And you know what? I don't know either, and we're allowed to not know. That being said, is just because we don't know that somebody does something doesn't mean that they don't do it. Right? You could not know something, and I could not know something, and Steve Harvey could still be very invested in urban development and housing.
I'm happy to be wrong.
Perfect. Steve Harvey might be the guy who says, look, this is where this money needs to go. You don't know. We don't
Sure.
know. He might be like, yo, let's build affordable housing for black people in the projects and minorities in the projects. We don't know.
Furthermore,
let's put money into the projects and build the projects up.
huge mouthpiece. Steve Harvey is a huge mouthpiece.
I don't like this with this whole cock holster stuff. That's gonna be the name of this podcast, the cock holster.
Cock holster. So, but he is a huge mouthpiece to
Ultimate
black
TikTok.
people in the urban community in America, right? If you have something that you want to do in the urban community and you want to speak to a voice that represents it on some level,
Yes.
why wouldn't you talk to him? Maybe he could shed some light on things that need to be changed in the urban community. Maybe he could say, listen, these types of housing developments don't help. What we should do is focus this money on other urban planning, centers,
The
et
reason
cetera.
he shouldn't do that is because it falls into this pattern that Trump has, which is very dangerous, was he is attracted immediately to celebrity. He doesn't want to talk to the experts, who might have a lot of the facts right at their fingertips.
Well, that's why I always say
He wants to talk to the celebs. And again, like
Celebrities?
Steve Harvey knows a lot about creating media platforms. I'm sure he's done a lot of work with his camp, but like
agriculture.
I'm willing to guess that he doesn't have a very detailed background in the actual issues that someone involved in HUD on that level needs to have.
Chris, how hard is it to know that motherfuckers in the hood need money? That motherfuckers in the hood need affordable housing?
Right.
How hard is it to know that you need to invest back into the hood? So if you're going to places like HUD and you're saying, y'all got the bread, invest back into the hood, these are the areas you need to be in. How much?
But it's not that simple. There's so many levels to it, and there's so many reasons why. Because money has been invested for years and years. Why
Has it really?
Absolutely.
Well, it has, but
Chris,
the
I don't
money's
believe-
there.
but it has
the money's
been,
there.
It has been invested, but it's been invested poorly.
Right.
And who better to talk about that than somebody who has come from the hood, someone who might have, who definitely has contacts that are still in the hood,
I
and
would
then they
say
can
somebody better
explain
would
why
be
it's
an
so poorly done.
academic with training in this.
You don't think
But
that
how
there's
do you know
also academics
exactly?
involved
How do you
in
know
this?
Steve
yo?
don't have those people around him, Chris?
Absolutely.
Why are we so clueless to think that it's Steve, Donald Trump, and Ben Carson in the room trying to figure it out?
Chris,
There's
and I-
nobody else around.
Chris and I got in an argument about this type of thinking earlier. What was it, last week or something like that?
On what?
We were talking about, it's like right now you're committed to your point of view and you're not even willing to see how this other point of view could possibly be right. We have to, if we don't have the information to support our point of view, why not assume that this other opinion is possible?
Yes. Especially when you don't have no solutions your damn self.
Exactly. So it's like right now your premise is Steve Harvey doesn't know anything about housing. Yet you have no proof for that. And what we're saying is maybe he does know something about housing. We also have no proof for it.
All right, maybe he got somebody around him.
Maybe he got somebody around
and
him.
we don't have no proof that he doesn't.
Exactly. But right now, if you're going to argue with no statistical background, just like we are
I'd
arguing.
say saying that Steve Harvey doesn't have a background in urban housing is a pretty educated guess on my
All I'm
part.
saying is,
But maybe he got the people around him
But-
that do know how to do
but
it,
your
Chris.
guess is based right now. Your guess is based on ego, right? Your guess is based on I'm gonna be right on this discussion, right? It's like what I was trying to get away from.
Ego
This is
if
what I
had
used to
a
do.
I don't have a fundamental problem with Steve Harvey. You're missing the point.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Steve Harvey's fine. Steve Harvey's done created a lot of great platforms. He's done a lot of good work. What I'm saying is, it scares me because, again, it's this whole idea where celebrities are going to be the face, celebrities are going to solve the problem, and that's not
It's
the case.
always
in most
like
situations.
that, Chris.
No, it's like that in pop culture. It's not like that with the president.
Well, listen, this is the era we live in. We need to-
Obama did not go that route all the time.
Yes, he did. He absolutely did.
he made
Obama
some-
said Obama went to Jay-Z to get endorsements.
Yeah, I guess you're
He
right.
wanted Beyonce to perform at
Yeah,
his
you're
ball.
right, you're
Yes,
right.
he
Come on,
did.
he knew
Yeah,
the
yeah,
power.
okay. Good
There's
point.
a power to
Good point.
celebrity, and honestly, you've met Steve Harvey. I can't speak to it. Everything I can only trust what you say about Steve. Everything that you've said to me about Steve is one, he's a real ass motherfucker.
Real ass nigga
But
is
he
what I told
can't-
you.
well, I can't say that.
He skipped over that nigga word.
I did. I definitely skipped it. We can say it together. I'll say the real ass part. You say that. Okay.
Go ahead.
Look, Steve Harvey is a real ass
Nigga.
No, don't say it like me. Don't try to say it like me.
Let's place that closer.
So,
right up on top of
bro, I can't wait for all the tweets. At 1 hour and 17 minutes in, did you
Show
say
said
the N-word?
nigga. Yo, literally every other podcast is like, Show said nigga at
We should
136.
put together a montage of all the people who thought they've caught you saying it
Bro.
and actually listen to them.
Absolutely. This is that
That'd be
fake
funny.
news shit. This is why
That'd
we
be funny.
believe anything. Point is, from what you say about Steve, this guy's incredible dude.
He is, man.
That has his heart in the right place.
All the time.
I think, Chris, you bring up a good point, which is the question, does he know enough about this to be advising the president? That's a great question. But for us to assume he doesn't is unfair just because we don't have enough information to assume.
We got to stop
Can we agree on that? Is that fair?
Chris, that's absolutely
you bring up a great
accurate.
question. Do you have enough information to advise the president on this? But until we find out if he does or he doesn't, or if he isn't surrounded with these folks.
If you called up Steve Harvey and he was like, oh, I was talking to your man Chris Morrow, I'm bringing him in to write some stand-up for me, what would you say?
I'd be like, why are you bringing in Chris to do stand-up?
Exactly.
That's not exactly.
Exactly.
Because we don't know who Steve has.
So we know him, but we know you.
I'm a writer.
But we know you, bro. We know you.
Maybe I'd write some stand-up. It's closer. Me coming in. No, I have no business talking to Steve Harvey about
we know you personally.
Donald Trump
we
and
don't
Steve
know
Harvey.
enough about Steve Harvey.
Steve said he reached across the aisle because that's what Barack Obama said to do.
Right.
He went and had a conversation with Donald Trump. Now, this is what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We're giving Donald Trump too much credit and Steve not enough, and I'm going to tell you why. Donald Trump is the executive producer of Celebrity Apprentice who happened to become president.
Yes.
Right? At the end of the day, Steve and Trump are on the same level and have been on the same level. They've done business together before Trump was president.
That is fair.
Right? So why wouldn't they have a conversation? Now, Steve, if just say you become president, Schultz, I'm in there with you. Yeah. I'm like, all right, Schultz, you my boy now, you president. This is what needs to be done.
Done.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck you got going on, all this crazy shit you've been saying about Muslims and everybody else.
Done.
But we need to get some shit done since you got this position of power.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hook you up with Ben Carson. He's the head of urban development. That's what you're passionate about anyway, Steve. Mm-hmm. You're already dumping so much money into the urban communities. Yep. This is who you need to be with. Yep. I don't know who Steve has in his corner, who Steve has around him that's advising him. I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure a guy like Steve Harvey could get good advisors.
I'm sure I'm sure he does. I'm positive he does.
Now, I will say this.
I know he works with Jeff Johnson, who I respect, so I mean, like...
So here's the thing. I'm guilty of this in the past.
Right.
I'm guilty of staying on one topic too long and going around in circles. So I would like us to move on. Is that fair? Because I feel like we're exhausting this topic.
It's over.
We did it. We fucking did it, guys.
I just like Steve. I think Steve's dope, and I think that I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck's going on. I've got the whole play down.
What do you mean?
Steve put me on.
Talk to me.
I'm not saying shit.
Fuck you. Right? You ain't shit.
But he put me on.
Shit.
I know what's about to happen.
Shit.
Okay? And I'm telling you, if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, I'm gonna get on this podcast and the radio and tell everybody who was hating on Steve, suck his dick. All right? Okay? Because he's not going to say suck my dick. So I'm going to tell y'all to suck his dick for him. All right? Because I cannot stand when people actually go out there and try to get things done and everybody just motherfucking hates. If you don't have no solutions, shut the fuck up.
I've realized what this is about, Charlamagne. Because I was doing some thinking on this week. And you know what it comes down to? People aren't smart enough or invested in the issues enough to vote based on the issues. We vote based on tribes, right? Am I a Democrat? Is that my tribe? Or is the Republicans my tribe, right? And because we're tribal in our voting, Democrats and Republicans can't come together. Because the second they come together and start going, hey, this Republican makes some sense, or hey, this Democrat makes some sense, all of a sudden us as the voters start going, oh, Republicans make sense? All right, well, maybe I'll vote Republican this time. And they can't have that. So what they do is, and the shit just fucking was
They can never say that right.
They can never say they're right because we only vote based on color. Yeah. It's Bloods and Crips out here. We're the exact same way, so check it, right? It's like, and the way that conservatives do it is the same the way that liberals do it. Liberals have certain values, right? Being progressive, equality, freedom, right? So what do conservatives say about liberals? Oh, sorry. Liberals have certain qualities, being progressive, equality, freedom. What do liberals say about conservatives? They're racist, right? Yeah. They're sexist, they're homophobic. So now all of a sudden, me as a liberal who identifies with equality goes, well, I can't possibly vote Republican because they're racist, right? They're sexist and they're homophobic. And conservatives do the same shit. Conservatives actually care about freedom, they care about definitely religion, and they care about the machismo a little bit, right? So what do they say about liberals? Oh, they're fucking snowflakes. Oh, they don't believe in religion, they don't believe in God, and they're communists. So now if I'm a conservative, it's like, oh, I don't want to be a communist.
Yeah, but the things you just described are not equal. That's the crux of the problem.
I'm not necessarily saying I'm equal, but what I'm saying is we're being played by the politicians. And because of this tribal system that we have, they can't come together and compromise.
I see exactly what you're saying. Like, as much as they tell us that we need to walk across the aisle, when do they ever do that?
They never do it.
And I understand what you're saying because if I see one of my liberal leaders say, yo, this Republican guy is right, then I might start paying attention to Republican views
and seeing maybe
I got to keep you on my side at all times.
Exactly.
I get it.
It's how do I keep these people who I know aren't going to read about the issues, who I know aren't going to research the issues, how do I keep them voting for me? I'm just going to paint the other side as evil. Now, if you paint the other side as evil constantly, you'll never do anything to come together with them.
Absolutely.
Because the things you just described, homophobia, racism, sexism, are actually evil, whereas being pussy, being communist, and being atheist are not.
I would say being a communist is evil.
How is that evil?
Have you visited communist countries?
It's not the structure that I would choose.
You don't think Fidel Castro was evil? I thought you told me Fidel was evil, Chris.
I think communism
doesn't quote unquote work. I don't think there's anything at all fundamentally evil about it. It's just a system.
I think there's something evil about forcing that many people to suffer. I think forcing an entire country of people to suffer is evil.
Now you're confusing me, Chris. I thought communism was evil.
Communism is a system that's been proven not to work.
Wasn't Hitler a communist?
No,
fascist.
He's a fascist.
Fidel was a communist.
But they call them fascists as well.
Stalin.
These are all dictators, Chris. What are you talking about?
And also,
those are the worst.
You don't think it's evil
scenarios.
to let your people suffer and die and starve to death? That's fucking evil.
It's a system that doesn't work. The theory of communism and socialism is not evil at all.
What's the theory of communism and socialism?
I mean, I'm too brain fogged to explain it right now. But suffice to say, Chris don't ask me this shit.
Point is, if you know something doesn't work and you're forcing your people to live in it,
we've lost Pete Chris 30 minutes ago.
Pete Chris is done.
Pete Chris is
I think 9/11 just happened to Chris.
He just tapped out.
Lyme disease flew
Chris Moreau is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Whose lives we getting left to in the will? Who's got the biggest shares?
My two lovely daughters.
Not his wife. His wife just got cut out.
Combat Jack. Goddamn Combat Jack. Shit. All right, today's episode of Brilliant Idiots is brought to you by Squarespace. Count on Squarespace to help you create an eye-catching online platform for your next big idea. Whether you're showcasing your portfolio, selling your products and services, or just a blog to talk shit, Squarespace provides everything you need to look like a web development expert right from the start. You even get a unique domain, a major key that'll strengthen your brand.
Absolutely, man. Is there more to read? Because I'll read it.
Yes.
Listen, what is important to point out here is that if you have any questions, Squarespace award-winning 24/7 customer support can help you with any problem. Did you know that, Charlamagne? Think of them as your very own IT department, ready to assist with any issue, no matter how technical or trivial it might be. Make your next move today and start your free trial at squarespace.com and enter the offer code IDIOT to get 10% off your first purchase. Again, that's squarespace.com and offer code IDIOT, IDIOT, to get 10% off your first purchase. Make your next move with Squarespace. Get on that immediately.
Absolutely. You know what else is? I don't know if I talked about this last week, but just the whole conversation we're having today about having information. We don't know all the information. We come to so much conclusions based off limited information.
Yes.
Like I see so much. I see videos about people talking about my book, yada, 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 this and that. People who haven't read it.
Yeah.
And you're really just going in on this title. There's no such thing as black privilege. And they're breaking down all the statistics that we know about how, about black people and what we don't have. We know this already. But if you actually read the fucking book, you would understand exactly what I mean.
Yes, you address it.
Like, say it, but it's an honor to be black. I think it's a privilege to be black.
You're attacking core beliefs that they have, Charlamagne.
Listen, man.
They're building their identity. They're building their self-worth. Not their self-worth. They're building their identity. They're building their talking points. They're building their whole career, in many cases, off of the idea that it sucks to be black.
Yeah.
Now, you're not denying that one bit. But anytime...
I am denying that it sucks to be black.
The treatment. The
treatment of black people sucks. Yeah.
Black people sucks, right? So, but the fact that you are encroaching on this narrative that is the driving force of their life and their career and how they make their money.
Yeah.
Now you're attacking their career and their money.
And listen,
don't come from my pockets. That's what they're saying. They're saying, don't come from my pockets. Listen, it sucks to be black. That's how I make my money.
I have no problem with you guys who always attack white supremacy because you should.
Yeah.
I have no problem with you attacking the establishment because you should. You should absolutely attack institutionalized oppression, systemic racism. You should. Mm-hmm. But you should also lift up yourself and your people at the same time.
Yes.
Black pride. That's what I grew up on. I grew up on black pride, black power, black excellence. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Too black, too strong. The black man is God. Black women are queens. That's how I grew up. I want to restore that feeling. It is a beautiful thing when I go to these colleges and there's hundreds and hundreds of kids and they feel the exact same way. I love when I say it's a privilege to be black and people go like, yes. Like, I love that. It's a beautiful thing. And I feel like when you put out that kind of energy into the universe, you do get rewarded for it. This book was number 6 on the New York Times bestsellers list. I don't know where it's going to land because the list comes out every Wednesday. But we sold. You heard about how much we sold again this week, right, Chris?
Nah, tell me.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it right here, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
why wouldn't you say it right here?
Oh no. I'm not. I'm little Yachty. I don't know how much we sold, but
I can say this: that landing at number 6, particularly on that list, is a big deal.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you are true to yourself. That's what happens when you're true to yourself and you're saying, you know what? Fuck what everybody else is talking about. I know I'm going to get backlash for this, but this is what I feel like we need right now.
And all these people who thought that you wouldn't do that shit, right? Maybe you should start to believe in black privilege. Maybe you didn't think that you could do it because you're constantly reinforcing this idea that black people can't do things in America.
Come on, man.
So don't be surprised that this thing happens.
By the way, I saw my son, salute to my son. My son did an interview. He was on somebody's podcast, and they asked him about the book title, and my son just got it. Sure. Totally. He was like, yo, look at everything we've been through in this country.
Yeah.
Clearly, it's something in us that enables us to keep going. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, we're able to tap into something different. I don't know what it is. Whatever they was trying to steal from us and Get Out, okay? That's whatever they was trying to steal from us and Get Out is something like that, all right? But it's an energy. I tend to call it privilege simply because I love my blackness, and I think it's a privilege to be black. Just like I think, whatever you are, you should think it's a privilege to be that. Cause I'm about to say you don't have no other choice, but you do when it comes to like gender and shit and sexuality.
And race.
Right? Race, not so much. All right? Look, gender, sexuality, you can switch it up if you want to.
Point is, it's your choice in life.
It's your choice, baby.
Do you want to be happy with who you are?
It's
you want to
choice,
believe who you are is something beautiful and powerful and capable of doing anything? Then believe that.
Yes.
This is your fucking choice.
Yes, and I love all the white people who are buying the book and just loving the story. It's at the end of the day, it's an American come-up story. Don't we all love come-up stories in fucking America?
We try to act like there aren't white people who have a similar story to you.
Absolutely.
There's white people who grew up also in a double-wide trailer.
Absolutely. Single. By the way.
A single trailer.
When Chris Rock saw me yesterday, Chris Rock is so funny to me. Chris Rock didn't say what's up. He didn't say hello. He goes, a double-wide? A double-wide. He put his hand on his hips. A double-wide? And then I go, actually, my mother told me that was an alternative fact. It was a single-wide.
What he said?
And he goes, if I lived in a single-wide, I'd be begging to live in the project. So, yes, you're right, man. That's why I always say being white is not an easy path to success. Does it make things easier if you get in certain positions? Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it?
Sure.
And the reason I say why wouldn't it, if majority of the companies are owned by white people, and there's white people working there, and there's white people doing the interviews, aren't you going to probably hire people that you can relate to?
Look, we can even go furthermore with it. Beauty care products. If 70% of the population is white, these beauty companies are probably going to make beauty products geared towards the biggest population that's out there. That's not because they hate black people, but it's just because they love capitalism. It's very simple. Now, is that a privilege for white people? Sure, it's possible. But that doesn't mean that there's not a market out there for black beauty products or black shaving products. Shout out to Bevel. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's opportunity.
Shea Moisture.
There we go,
Bevel
Shea.
taking notes during the Shea Moisture.
By the way,
for real.
By the way, that's the reason that they don't have black Band-Aids.
Why is that?
Because it's just more white people.
Oh, of course.
Like, everybody's always asked this question. Why they don't have black Band-Aids? It's more white people.
When is
there
anybody
are enough black people to support a black Band-Aid line?
Well, here's a question. When has anybody been fooled by a Band-Aid? When has anybody had Band-Aids all over their body and people are like, oh, I didn't know that you're bleeding at all or cut it off?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think black Band-Aids would be cool, but I mean, there's something about having a Band-Aid on and somebody asking you what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
even if
listen, you see it on white people, you see it on black people. That's what I'm saying. It's not invisible. Like, why are we acting like they're fucking invisible? Like white people have this great privilege. White people have different skin tones.
Hey, by the way, the white Band-Aid isn't really a white Band-Aid either.
It's not. It's fucking fucking Puerto Rican. Let's acknowledge it's a Puerto Rican fucking Band-Aid, okay? The Daddy Yankee Band-Aid needs to be, they're the ones with the privilege, okay? Shit.
It is a Daddy Yankee Band-Aid.
It's a Daddy Yankee Band-Aid.
It's more of a Puerto Rican, Latino Band-Aid color than it is.
Absolutely. It shouldn't be called Band-Aid. It should be called Gasolina.
Gasolina. You have a gasolina for your boo-boo?
Súmale mano porque mi gata prende los motores. Súmale mano porque mi gata prende los motores. Súmale mano porque mi gata prende los motores. That was peak Puerto Rican.
I was about to say the same goddamn thing. I swear to God, I was about to say the same goddamn thing. That was peak Puerto Rican.
That was peak Puerto Rican.
Reggaeton, it was a rap.
Reggaeton was peak Puerto Rican, bro. What was the moment in peak Puerto Rican?
Big Pun going platinum and reggaeton.
But reggaeton was after Pun going platinum. Pun was dead by then. We have to find the moment of peak Puerto Rican. There had to be a performance or something like that for peak Puerto Rican.
I would have to say Big Pun at the Apollo when he said that in the middle of Little Italy, we know every riddle, the middleman who did it. Or maybe Nori, when Nori came out with Oh Boricua Morena. This is what they want. Listen, Nori is so funny to me, and I'm gonna tell you why Nori is so funny. Nori did that song only because he was capitalizing off his Spanish side. All before was hip hop black. But when reggaeton started popping, he was like, "Hold on, let me go over on this side for me." And he started the song off by saying, "This is what they want. They want reggaeton. What? They want reggaeton." He was letting you know, I'm only making this record because I'm half Spanish, so I have Dominican or whatever Nori is. But whatever.
Nori has one of the best moments in Mogul where he talks about that, being half Spanish, half black. I don't want to give it away, but he has a very funny moment.
God bless Nori. We just finally signed Nori's deal
for
his
Nori on the Run Eatin'?
Yeah. So we'll be announcing that soon.
For what network? Can you say?
No, I can't say quite yet.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say though, networks aren't as sexy to me as they once was.
Right.
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I like what Apple's doing. I love what Complex is doing. I'm not gonna lie. I watch Everyday Struggle with Joe Budden and Academics a lot.
Great.
I think it's good. I think Joe Budden is miserable, and I think it makes for great entertainment.
It works.
I listen to Joe Budden's podcast. Is Joe Budden on loudspeaker now? Oh, I listen to Joe Budden's podcast. I watch him on Everyday Struggle, and it's an old, bitter, get off my lawnness that Joe Budden has. That is hilarious.
It works,
to me.
and just like no self-awareness whatsoever.
No, listen,
there's something nice about no self-awareness. It's great to watch.
Joe Budden has no idea what planet he's on.
No.
Like, Joe Budden is in his own world. Joe Budden told Lil Yachty, he looked Lil Yachty in his face. Lil Yachty goes, "Look, man, I'm happy. I'm 19. I'm happy." Joe Budden goes, "Let me tell you something about human emotions. Human emotions are fickle. There's nobody that's happy all the time. You're not going to tell me that you're 19 years old, you're in this industry, and you're happy." And Yachty was like, "Chill, bro."
Joe really should have been in the Army. Like, that kind of energy. Oh, my God. That Joe's a drop and give me 20. Joe is drop and give me 20.
I'm going to be honest. I do a podcast every week with a guy named Andrew Schultz.
That's true.
Andrew Schultz has a level of, I don't even want to call it cockiness, just self-belief that I've never seen. I mean, the guy will tell you that he can do heart surgery. It's
very true.
Okay. But I've nenever seen Andrew look somebody in the eyes and say, "There's no fucking way you can be happy." All right? Okay. Like Joe Budden took this shit to it. He told Lil Yachty, "You can't be happy. There's no way you can be happy all the time." Then when Lil Yachty said, "When you come from being in a college dorm broke, no money, can't get no pussy, now you got millions of dollars, you getting girls, I ain't had no car, now I got a few cars." Joe Budden goes, "No, because I don't believe that's where your values lie." I'm looking at this shit like he's 19. That's exactly where the fuck his values lie. Pussy. He don't do no drugs. So pussy, fucking cars, and materialistic shit. He's 19, Joe. You're almost 40. Like, yes, that's exactly where his values lie. But the shit made for great fucking entertainment.
Joe needs to listen to Limp Bizkit.
Joe needed to listen to somebody. Joe needs to listen to his therapist.
Joe, like, I'm concerned about that show for one reason. I've seen some infighting taken to the Twitter streets.
With Academics and Joe Budden?
Academics, Joe, and then also Rory. Rory's doing some tweets about how Joe is taking all his talking points and using them. And I see academics like, oh, they're making edits and cutting the edits. So I got to talk about.
I've had this conversation with academics. Here's the thing with academics. Yeah. You simply just don't know as much as Joe Budden when it comes to the industry. And I told Joe this. I mean, I told academics this. You're young. Joe's been in the game forever. He's almost 40. He's had record deals. He's been independent.
He is undeniably knowledgeable about the industry.
Yes. What academics needs to stick to, and that's what I told academics, stick to the young boy shit.
Yeah.
That's your lane. Yeah. All these new artists Joe don't know about, that's you. Yeah. You can school him on that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But don't try to school him on the industry because academics, you've done nothing in the industry. And I'm not saying this out of this is my guy. I love academics. That's my man. I talk to him on the phone. Absolutely. I try to give him pointers because I think he's talented. Yeah. You don't know anything about the industry yet. So you can't lean on your industry experience. You can't lean on what you think you know.
Focus on what you're good at.
That's it.
You shoot threes, shoot threes.
That's it. You can't lean on what you think you know about the industry. Joe Budden's telling you how this shit is. You're leaning on what you think you know. You're on the outside looking in. Joe Budden is an actual
You're
insider.
dealing with an expert. Yes. This is somebody who has 20 years experience inside the industry. You have to give leeway to him when on these talking points.
That's it.
But my concern is this, and this is what I'll say to Rory, to academics, and to Joe. You have something that people are talking about. We're talking about it right now in the Brilliant Idiots. We've never once talked about.
We're talking about Joe Budden. We're not talking about Rory.
Regardless. But point is we've never talked about a Joe Budden podcast on the Brilliant Idiots before. We've never talked about. We had them on here, but we've never discussed it. We never talked about anything.
Talking about Joe and Tax when they got.
But that's Tax. We're not talking about Joe. We're talking about because it's Tax, right? But right now, they have something that the people are talking about. We're talking about on Brilliant Idiots. It's a big platform. You have something that's working. Regardless if you guys are fighting or not, it's working and people are talking about it.
I agree with that.
I think it's better not to be petty and voice this shit on Twitter and voice this shit on basically Twitter and talk amongst yourselves and see if you guys can work something out because you don't want to ruin some good thing because of infighting before it becomes hot.
I will say the dynamic that they have on their podcast now is Joe, it's Rory, and I think the guy's name is Maul. I like that dynamic. And I think it actually is interesting to hear Rory get at Joe for taking talking points to the Everyday Struggle show. Because honestly, if anything, it makes Joe sharper because now he's discussing this shit every day as opposed to one day a week.
Sure.
So when he comes in and he's discussed it one day a week, or even if you come to the podcast and you get to talk about things in long form and figure out your exact point, when you go on these shows, you kill them.
Hot.
You kill him.
Hot.
Like, that's why,
we've been doing this for years.
Listen, people always say that to me, like, how are you able to go from The View and then go to Trevor Noah and go to Colbert and you hit it. I'm always talking. I know exactly what I'm getting at when I get to these fucking places. I've talked about this shit a million times already.
The sword is sharpening.
The sword
constantly,
is sharp. It's
constantly sharpening.
And I see Joe's sword sharp as long as he can stay out of his fucking emotions. And another thing about Lil Yachty real quick. Leave Lil Yachty the fuck alone.
I don't understand why people get off on this shit.
Who gives a shit? Like, I hate when people, I had a conversation with Joe Budden on Twitter this morning, and Joe Budden was saying Lil Yachty is running rap. He's really not, though. He's not.
Did you say running or ruining?
Running. He said running. And I'm like, he's not. You know why? He's not putting up the numbers that Kendrick is.
Right.
He's not putting up the numbers J. Cole is. He's not putting up the numbers Big Sean is. Everybody. Right. He's not putting up the numbers Drake is. Yeah. Everybody that's really talented, everybody that can really rap, that can really get their shit off, they're booming.
Yep.
These guys like Yachty, they got a nice lane, and they're doing well, and they're getting their commercials and whatnot, but they're not doing what these guys are doing. And guess what? Yachty may not be around in 2 years.
I don't want to make this comparison because it seems fucked up, but I'm going to throw it out here. There is a comparison to Tommy Lahren with Yachty, and that is a lot of his fame comes from
people hating on him.
Old heads hating.
Absolutely.
You are putting him up.
Absolutely.
You are prompting him. You are doing these interviews where you shit on him. You are doing these, you're constantly bringing up in conversation about how rap has been ruined, and then you bring up Lil Yachty, but you're bringing up his name.
Listen.
And now his name is shining in the streets, and his influence is now inflated. Like you said, I think realistically, it's a bunch of young kids that are into this music, but it's not the old heads. It's not the 30 up class. I've never had any of my friends be like, yo, we got to bump this Yachty record whatsoever. Yeah. I bump one record that Yachty's on, and that's the one with him and Black Youngster. Right? That's the only one that I can think of that I've been rapping to, or at least listening to. So I think there might be a similar situation. If you don't like Yachty, keep his name out your mouth. Let these young kids like him.
I didn't see Snoop Dogg shitting on Criss Cross. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't see that. Like, I didn't see fucking Method Man shitting on another bad creation. Like, you let them cook.
Those were good songs, though.
They were good songs. Yeah. But my point is, who gives a shit? Let them cook. And Joe is so funny to me because Joe told Yachty. Yachty's album cover's got like 2 gay guys kissing and like a transgender, just like, whatever. And he goes, I feel like I'm an outcast. And Button goes, how are you an outcast? I'm like, Joe, you're treating him like an outcast, but telling him he's not an outcast. Yachty is an outcast to hip-hop purists.
Absolutely.
The motherfuckers who really like rap shit, even the young boys who are hip-hop purists like Vic Mensa, shit on Yachty.
Sure.
Yachty is an outcast. What are you talking about, Joe? Joe, what you need to realize is you're almost 40.
Yep.
And the lane that you had is the outcast.
Yeah.
It's a wrap. Joe Budden, you are Mr. Industry whether you know it or not.
Interesting.
You work for Complex. You do a morning show for Complex.
Which is owned by Hirsch.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm going to take Schultz's word
Biggest
for it.
media conglomerate in the world.
Okay.
Outside of Rupert Murdoch. Am I wrong, Chris?
I have no idea.
You are a corporate entity now, Joe.
Yep.
Like, you're not underground Joe Budden anymore. As much as you want to be, Joe Budden, the personality, you are on Complex every fucking morning.
Yeah.
You work for Complex. You in academics. You're not this underground outcast anymore.
Right.
Because not only are you not an outcast, you have positioned yourself as a hip-hop authority. People actually look to your opinion now and want to hear what you have to say. Yeah, Budden. It's a wrap, bro.
Yeah.
You're Mr. Industry now. It's okay. Embrace it. All right? Embrace it. And it's only a matter of time before you start getting PC. As you said I was.
Interesting.
All right? But it's going to be because these artists are going to start pressing you.
Or the sponsors.
And maybe sponsors. Yeah, maybe sponsors.
Once you get some sponsors on that Complex show, all of a sudden they're going to say, don't talk shit.
But it's just interesting how you treat it. Like Yachty is an outcast, and you were telling him he's not an outcast while treating him like an outcast.
Yeah.
Like, you bash Yachty the way transgenders would get bashed. Like, you bash Yachty the way 2 gay men would get bashed. Like, that's why Yachty put all of them on his album cover, because he said he represents for the outcast. Like, those people are sometimes the outcasts of society. He feels like that in hip-hop.
And maybe
makes perfect sense to me.
Maybe his fans represent that. Maybe his fans are these people that also feel outcasts,
Oh, by the way, Yachty's fans are going to be more loyal to Yachty now than ever before. My whole timeline has been, fuck these old bitter niggas like Charlamagne and Joe Budden hating on Yachty. I've never hated on Yachty. I simply told Yachty, you are what some people consider to be the poster boy for whack rappers.
Okay.
Every other year we get a new one. It was Soulja Boy. It was Trinidad James. Now it's Yachty. 2 years from now, it'll be Lil Buttfuck. Like, it's going to always be somebody who we say is the wackest rapper in hip-hop.
Now, here's my question. What makes somebody... We're talking about lyrical content here.
Yeah.
What makes someone a good rapper? Like, let's say you have really clever lyrics, but they're all about beating women and killing people.
Eminem?
Are you... Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say you're Eminem, right? You have incredible lyrical ability, but it's about bad things. Is that better than not that good lyrical ability, but about pretty good things?
Yeah, you got to have bars, bro.
No, but isn't it interesting? Like, we respect on an artistic level, and I get it on an artistic level, we respect a clever bar if it's about beating a woman or lighting her on fire more than we do a bar just about partying.
Talent matters, bro.
But it is kind of interesting what we consider good or not.
Listen, I'm with you, but talent matters. Yeah. Like, it's one thing when you sitting around, motherfuckers spit a hot line, and motherfuckers like, yo, I just killed my mama, stuffed it in the trunk, threw it in the river. Yeah, but did you hear how he rhymed river with goddamn liver, though?
Yeah,
like, whoa.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
You don't give a fuck about fucking the content. What do we care about content? We only care about content when it's really whack.
Now,
you can't be really whack and be saying some wild shit.
You know what it might be? What if it's just the beats? I think beats are more important to lyrics because I won't listen, at least for me, I won't listen to a great lyrical song with a shitty beat, but I will listen to a shitty lyrical song with an incredible beat.
Oh, absolutely. It's the beat.
So if the beat is more important...
Well, let me ask you this. Did Snoop have bars?
When he first came out, absolutely. Without
bars?
Question. Bars.
Bars?
When he first came out...
Doggy Style.
Chronic Doggy Style Snoop, phenomenal.
187.
What?
Bars?
Bars.
But let's also
Snoop. That was peak Snoop, though.
But let's also talk about because you might say he didn't have bars, right? But Snoop's voice was melodic. It was an instrument, kind of like Future. I don't want to say Snoop was Future before Future, but the way Future uses his voice, Snoop used his voice in a way where rappers before that were not using it.
Oh, that's not, because a lot of people say he bit Smooth B from Nice and Smooth.
Who, Future?
No, Snoop.
There
was
so maybe there was influences.
I used to always hear Snoop and Slick Rick. I never heard Snoop.
Slick Rick.
But Snoop's voice was different for us. We didn't experience that kind of melody in a rapper using his voice.
But it was a combination of his voice, his energy,
beats were
his
crazy
persona.
too.
Well, the beats were the best.
The beats were crazy
in the industry. But
and he had bars.
He didn't really have bars.
He had bars, man. Gin and Juice is a hot storytelling record when you listen to it.
He was a great storyteller.
Later on that day, my homie Dr. Dre came through with the cake. Like, that shit was hot.
But I'm saying he didn't have bars.
But he painted the picture. Listen, when you got a great storyteller, right, and you match that with music videos being popular, now get to see a movie. It's a 3-minute movie.
Oh man, all that rape culture that they had in those goddamn
taking
videos.
The girls' titties off without their permission. Oh my God, I was about to tell you this. Woodstock 99, bro. This is what people don't know.
I think Andrew got a time machine, man.
I saw it on Twitter. That video got you. It was
real
the DMX
talk,
video that
real
started
talk.
it, right?
What started was a DMX video. World Star or somebody posted a clip of DMX, and they said back in the day when DMX performed for the whole world, and it was DMX performing what looked like 100,000 people. And I'm like, oh my God, what was this? It was in a red overalls or some shit.
I remember that.
And he was at Woodstock 99. So that's when I started watching videos, and some dude hit me up on Twitter. He's like, yo, you got to see the Limp Bizkit performance. So I would look at, and you guys check this out on YouTube, the Limp Bizkit Nookie performance.
No.
Right? Only reason why you got to watch this is because rape culture is there and thriving.
My brother, listen, not only was rape culture thriving back then, I told you, Maggoty, you could say you could get away with being homophobic, and you could get away with rape culture like a motherfucker. I literally was just having this conversation at Jersey City University this week.
Okay, what'd they say?
I was just talking about how I grew up in an era of rape culture and how much it fucked our minds up.
Snoop was front and center at that.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I get on the knees and suck the dick.
Oh, I thought we were going diplomats.
No, that was Snoop
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I beat my bitch with a stick. What?
Oh, no, Cameron
You can lick
said,
on the nuts or suck the dick. I beat my bitch with a stick.
Cameron said, niggas think to teach a bitch, you gotta treat a bitch. Now you stupid motherfucker. You gotta beat a bitch. That's how you reach a bitch. Who thinks you're all like? Do you understand what a young impressionable mind?
No, it ain't no fun affect one of my relationships.
How you figure?
I know what happened.
Well, what happened?
My friend listened to it too many times and decided it wouldn't be no fun unless he could have some too. Yeah.
And he fucked your girl?
Yeah.
Damn, Chris.
He explained it to me.
Chris, come on, yo.
He explained it to me.
But that's not the way that song works.
So he gave you Lyme's disease?
By the way,
that motherfucker put some limes in your
By
ex?
the way, that's not the way that song works, Chris. That song works.
The way it works.
No. Your guy wasn't supposed to go fuck your girl behind your back. You're supposed
to do it as a friend.
As a friend, you're supposed to be in the room with her.
That's how he tried to sell it to me.
That's how you're supposed to have sex with your girl as a friend, bro. So check it. If you guys look up the Limp Bizkit Nookie performance at Woodstock 99, at the 58-second mark and the 2-minute and 45-second mark, you will see exactly how different the 90s were, okay? Because there's a girl on a guy's shoulders, right? And the girl was on a guy's shoulders, and the girl is topless, right? And the camera cuts to the girl that's topless. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this dude behind turns over, sees the girl's topless, takes his left hand, grabs the titty real quick. The girl looks at him, and then he just goes,
They're out.
No, listen. Then it happens again at the 2-minute 58 mark. Same exact thing.
Why you got timestamps?
Son, because I had to look at this shit. Was so amazing. But I'll tell you the point. So he looks up, the guy grabs the titty, the girl looks at him and goes, what are you doing? Because at that time, when titties were outside the bra, that was everybody's titties. Okay? It was
Chris,
that time, it was everybody's titties.
I want you to think from a 1999 perspective, because I can even think about Freaknik. I can think about Black Bike Weekend in Myrtle Beach. It was bad, okay?
Once a titty was out, that's everybody's titties.
Everybody could grab it.
When it was covered, that's wrong.
We weren't supposed to, but nobody gave a fuck back then.
Exactly, and girls treat it like
when
you like got a little of the dessert before you even had dinner. You went to go pick at the cake, and you know how your mom would be like, hit your hand? That's how girls reacted when the titties were out. They just hit your hand, get the fuck off. It wasn't like a big deal.
Absolutely.
Now, what the craziest thing about this video to me was this. This is an edited video, like a beautifully shot video. So the cameraman is cutting to these women in the crowd getting sexually assaulted as if it's a good shot. You know what I'm saying? They weren't cutting away like, oh my God, we should be horrified by this treatment of women. They were cutting away like, look how crazy it is.
Do you realize Girls Gone Wild would never get off the ground in this era?
So Girls Gone Wild was Rape Culture,
it would never,
the video series.
That's what it should have been called. Rape Culture, the fucking video series. Like, it should have been called Guys Gone Rape Culture. Instead of Girls Gone Wild. That's what it should have been called. Bang Bros, one of my favorite pornos, was Rape Culture. These dudes used to ride around in a white van.
Bang Bus.
Bang Bus.
Yeah.
They used to ride around in a white van picking up random girls. That is the epitome of everything that's wrong now.
You almost dropped out of college when I saw that shit. I remember I was a freshman in college and I saw that shit, right? And I'm out here paying $30,000 a year to go to college so I could get a job and eventually get some pussy. And I'm like, motherfucker, buy a van. If
buy
I
a white
buy
van.
A white van, I'm gonna get some pussy driving down the street. Girls need rides.
White vans are the fucking vehicles of child molesters, pedophiles, and rapists. Back then, it was an episode of Bang.
That shit was so normal.
Nelly took a credit card and swiped it through a girl's ass cheeks. All right? BET had a whole show based on rape culture.
Which was?
BET Uncut. 3 in the morning. It was just girls on there getting sexually assaulted.
I miss the 90s.
I
miss the motherfucking 90s, my brother.
Nobody. Yeah, Spellman protested, but nobody gave a fuck. It just made the song bigger and better.
Oh, my God. I miss
it. Mighty Casey had a song. Mighty Casey had a song called Don't Call Minister Farrakhan. He don't want to know what's going on. White girls. They ruined my world. And he was sexually assaulting white girls. A black guy from Boston sexually assaulting white girls all throughout the video. How we have changed in this country. We have evolved like a motherfucker. Hold on, this is Van. I'm going to let Van in with this elephant in the sky shit.
All right.
Elephant in the fire.
Hey, Van.
See if he'll pick up. He just texted me.
Yeah. Okay, why? He's got a theory. What is the theory on again?
It's just about how, it's about just how you can't escape that mindset of victimology. Why, how hard it is to escape the mindset of victimology.
Oh, okay.
See if he picks the fuck up.
Yeah, but Van plays into this shit too. That's why I was annoyed with him the other day on Twitter.
Van plays into that shit on TMZ.
He plays on TMZ. He plays into this shit on Twitter. Van got a fucking app or some shit that lets you know someone said anything. We're talking. He got a victimology app or some shit because I tweeted something about like.
Schultz said the V in your name stand for victim, bro. Victor, he said Van stand for victim ass nigga, bro.
Yo, Van got so upset, man, on Twitter because I said something about what exactly I said. I said something. If you want to understand white people, you just got to look at Woodstock '99. You'll understand the angst, the rage, the self-loathing. This is a good look into white people. And then somebody said, "Why the hell would you want to understand white people?" And I was like, "Oh, it could help to have mainstream success." And then Van's victim fucking highlight.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not what you said.
All right, what'd I say?
Did not say it can help to have mainstream success. You said if you want to have mainstream success, then you should understand white people.
Did I say that exactly?
Words are important. You did not say help. You said if you want mainstream success. You said if you want it. Now, what you're implying is that there's no way to have mainstream success.
No, that's what you're translating it to, and that was my issue. You politicized it. You made it some identity politics bullshit. You couldn't acknowledge the fact that 70% of the population is white, and if you'd like to tap into that 70%, it might behoove you to understand how they work. That's all that meant. You turned it into some shit like you can't have it unless you want it.
Now, I will say most people who have mainstream success don't understand why white people like them.
Okay, so you finished, so now I'm going to talk, okay? So you're done, so now I'm going to talk.
Oh, go ahead, Van. Go ahead.
Exactly. Are you sassy?
That's not what you said.
Did you get
what you
sassy
said was,
all of a sudden?
And by the way, that we are responsible when we talk in absolute. And by the way, I didn't come back. All I did was ask you a question. I wanted to jump off a conversation.
Yeah, but your question had a capital have.
Andrew, stop. I capitalized have because I said, so you have to? So the question is there any other way? And are there people who have done that, who have had mainstream success and not understood white people? The answer is, of course there are, and let's have a conversation about that.
So if we all know that there are, what are you getting at?
The person who got sensitive about it was you.
No, you just got fake outrage for retweets.
I'm gonna be honest.
Wait. You said you're a lot more fun on text. That's something that a female said.
You got fake outrage for retweets.
What did you just say about females? And first of all, why are you using the word females?
But no, you're the one that you said you're a lot more fun on text. Like, that has nothing to do.
You are more fun through text because you're less social justice warrior-y on text.
But see, here's the deal, though. I wasn't even being a social justice warrior. I asked you a question. All I did was ask you a question, and because
but you use capitals.
Situation.
It was a loaded question.
Well, let me answer that question because I think that's a good question. I feel like most people who achieve mainstream success don't even know why white people like them. They have no clue. Whether it's DMX when he was mainstream popping, 50 Cent.
Bro,
I don't think they know why. I don't even know why I end up on a lot of the shows I end up on.
Bro, you know what's funny? It's funny to bring up DMX because he was the first person that I thought of. There was an MTV situation. There was there was a making of the PMA thing that came on a long time ago, right? And this lady was talking about how DMX just rise up in the MTV world, and they asked DMX. They said something to like, DMX, don't you want to do this show? You want to come out here and do this show? You want to do the VMAs? But don't you care about like what white kids in the fucking suburbs that listen to your music? DMX flipped the fuck out on this one. And she talked about it in depth. DMX said, I don't give a fuck what white didn't give a goddamn. Didn't care at all. And he had more mainstream success at that point than any rapper. So my point by coming back at you and saying that to you wasn't to be a victim, because I don't do that shit. My point was to have a conversation, and you took the victim posture. It was you who took the victim posture. You're the one who said, there's a lot more fun on text. You got sensitive, not me at all.
I actually think whether you're black or white.
Let the people decide, just real quick. Here's the conversation. I go. If you truly want to understand white people, you need to research 90s music, angry, self-loathing, full of angst. Carlos Miller goes, who really wants to truly understand white people, though? Joking, funny, hilarious. I go back as satirical, being somewhat serious, but satirical, because we're in a joking forum with another comedian here. Anyone who wants mainstream success in America, right? You pop in. So to have mainstream success in America, you, capital letters, have to understand white people? Question mark?
Wait.
You trying to have some thought piece Huffington Post discussion? Let me finish. You want to have some thought piece? Let me finish, Van. You want to have some thought piece Huffington Post discussion? Van, relax. You'll talk when I'm done. You'll talk when I'm done.
No, Andrew.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished with the story. I'm not finished with the story.
You gonna let Andrew White man you?
Cut his mic.
You gonna let Andrew White man you? I know you're not gonna let Andrew White man you.
Cut his mic. We're cutting your mic, Van. So look,
why?
Because you're talking over. We're cutting your mic. So to have mainstream success in America, you have to understand white people. Question mark. The half has a capital letters in it. I go. Eyes up, looking, whatever that emoji is, where you're rolling your eyes. You're so much more fun on text message when you don't politicize everything. Then you got sensitive at that. You were upset by that because you know that shit is true. We were having a fun back and forth, me and Carlos.
I don't think Van said anything wrong, though. I don't think like that. There was nothing racist about that.
Stop. I didn't get upset. This is where you put on your feelings onto me.
Van, you're so upset even right now, Van.
Let me finish, man. Every time I come on this motherfucker, all I get after this bitch is, why won't Schultz let you fucking talk? Now, let me finish what the fuck I gotta say.
Stop worrying about what the people gonna think. Just be text message Van, bro. Can you be text message Van right now? You're not being text message Van, bro.
No, when I'm serious.
Stay focused, Van. Go.
For real. Stay focused.
What I'm saying right now is, I asked you a question. You came back with the roll eyes emoji, which is cold for someone that's in their feelings. That's you can't get any more classic when somebody's in their feelings. Roll eyes. Hey, are you coming through for dinner?
So that bothered you.
Eye roll. Hey, are you gonna call me back? I got shit to do. Eye roll. That's cold for being in your feelings.
Do we have two? Y'all sound real maggoty right now. You got two grown men worrying about eye roll emojis?
No, I'm not worried
about it. What are you doing?
No.
Hey, Van, just listen to this and get into this. You're gonna learn something. Okay.
Actually, no, funny.
break something tonight.
Man, listen, I called you because I wanted you to do the elephant in the sky thing. No, the elephant in the fire.
Oh yeah.
Break your fucking face tonight.
Let him talk about the break. Let him talk about the elephant in the fire.
All right, man, tell us about the elephant in the fire.
Because y'all not getting nowhere with this conversation.
No, we're not gonna get nowhere because I love Andrew, but he's a spin doctor, man.
I love you on text.
But you know what?
I realize I love you on text, bro. You're my favorite to text.
I love alt-right Andy as much as I love regular Andy.
It's Assalamu Andy, okay? Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Assalamu Andy. He's Muslim now.
It's Assalamu Andy, okay? First of all, we all Muslim. We're all brothers under God. We got one God.
It's about to be it's Homeland Security, Andy. Then I don't want to have all these situations talk about that.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum, my brother. I hope you're praying with me today, man, because you're in my prayers.
And next week it's going to be anal loving Andy.
Anal loving Andy, bro.
We're going to cover all the gamuts, baby. All
Come
right?
on now.
So this is the elephant in the fire situation. The elephant in the fire situation is the change that you don't know you can bring, right? So you start off and you have a very powerful elephant. You chain it, right? But you use a very small rope or a very small chain because when the elephant is small, it can't break the chain. It tries, can't break the chain. What you do is you break you build a barrier in the elephant's mind, okay? It says it cannot get away. It can't break the chain no matter what it does. Even when it grows to be the most powerful, majestic, mysterious animal in the world, it still can't do something, believes that it can't do something that it can easily do. So it doesn't matter how strong the being is. If you have control of the elephant's mind, it won't go anywhere. There have been cases, and these are stories that I've heard, where animals have died in fires because the mental constructs on their mind were so strong, they didn't believe that they could break things, get out of the cages and stuff like that they cowered rather than save their own lives. So when I was talking to Charlamagne, is the issue with black people or any minority or any marginalized people isn't what they can or cannot do. Because who knows, right? We're human beings. There's too many variables to that. It's what you think you can or cannot do. It's what you've been conditioned to believe you can or cannot do. And when I say conditioned, I don't mean conditioned from some huge, big 12-man corporation, shadowy organization somewhere that's plotting to keep you down. I'm talking about conditions by your own people. I'm talking about conditions by your environment. I'm talking about conditions by your peer group, conditioned by your parents, conditioned by your friends, conditioned by whomever is in your world giving you direction. Now, if you have someone that lives in America and has been taught that this is their country, that everything is possible, that everything is right there for them, obviously they're going to think and they're going to act as a person who's empowered. But if you have the opposite, no matter who's doing it, it's going to be harder for that person to survive. And the issue with black Americans right now is, first of all, any martial arts group is, how do you break the chain? Like, how do you believe? Because the strength and the power is all there. All the stuff that we're talking about, it's not 1965 anymore. It's not 1980. So when you hear these people say, yo, there's no such thing as black privilege, or yo, we can't do this, or yo, we can't do that, they're wrong. They're not kind of wrong. They're not a little bit wrong. They're super wrong. They're grown elephants hooked to baby chains. And you either you set a big enough fire to make them run, or you got to let them die.
Damn.
And that is the reality. Like that's the reality. Either you can't fuck around now. It's not time for this anymore. It's not time for blaming the white man. It's not time for blaming the geography. It's not time for blaming your situation. People have climbed out of where you're from. Fuck all that. Either you're going to get it or you're going to get left behind. And that's the situation I was talking about. And that's why the book, Black Privilege, that's why it resonates to me. It says, yeah, I feel privileged, man. Yeah, I feel proud.
It's a privilege to be black. Damn right.
It's a privilege to be breathing, my brother.
You're absolutely right about that, man. I think the best response that I could give to that is this right here.
He's going back to peak whiteness. He's going back to peak whiteness.
Wait for it. Wait for this one, though. Wait for it.
Oh my God!
Bang the bang, diggy, diggy, diggy.
No,
Said the boogie. Say
Andrew,
jump the boogie.
Andrew need to be taking notes because you're gonna have to remind white people that they privileged in a minute. the way this shit going. Hey,
But you
man.
know what I will say, though? What I will say is, I hadn't thought about the fact about what he said, but he was kind of right, though.
What?
After Woodstock 99, it was kind of all downhill from there.
Wait, what he say? What he say?
He said after Woodstock 99. When you gonna be in LA again, Schultz?
I don't know why.
We got to get Van on the podcast. I would like to talk about. We need to talk about this more. This whole downhill for white people thing.
Hey man, it happens, dude. You got listen. White people had a good run. We did. We had a good listen. All empires fall. It's fine, and I think that maybe we'll trend up again. We need a different music. We need something that like really invigorates and
Y'all
gets
need
at
something
the
as
anger.
cool as hip hop, but that's
There's some white shit.
That's some white shit. Yeah,
Not something that we feel ownership over. Yeah.
I thought about this.
Yeah.
I thought about this when you said that. So if you look at the poster child or the poster children for like swagged out white dudes, the guys that changed music in the 80s for white dudes, it was like Tommy Lee. Who was Tommy Lee? A nigga
a white man with a huge dick.
who fucked all the hoes, right? He fucked everybody.
White people been fucking the hoes, bro. What are you talking about?
Tommy had a huge cock.
Yeah, but white people with small cocks been fucking the hoes too. This is rock
But
music.
Tommy's an anomaly, though.
Yeah, but Tommy was late. Like,
In the world of the little dick, the big-eyed white man is king.
No, but my point is, when I think about the 90s, I think about the poster child for that decade. It was like Kurt Cobain, right? It was like a sad-ass dude who couldn't speak the world and killed himself. And even though he was a genius, that's kind of when white boys lost their swag. Over the course
I
of
talked about that earlier.
We were saying that earlier. It's when we got sad. Before that, when white people had angst, they were popping. And then when white people got sad, they fell off. And we got to get rid of this sadness. We got to get rid of this guilt. We got to get rid of this depression. And I think that's really what's happening is we're victims in a lot of ways.
And take advantage of it. Listen, all minorities take advantage of these white people being in influx right now.
I mean, go for it.
They're confused as fuck. Now is the time. Take advantage.
Miles Teller, bro. Miles Teller. Y'all should hit. I'm telling you right now. The white guys want to be flagged up. Get behind Miles Teller.
Oh, I fuck with Miles Teller.
Miles Teller? Who the fuck is Miles Teller?
He's an actor. He's been in a bunch of movies, but he's like he's one of the few like alphas, like male alpha characters you see. He's like a newer. He could fill the Bruce Willis lane.
Does he have Tommy Lee's cock? If he doesn't have,
I can't tell you that,
I don't
bro.
know about this man's dick.
Tommy Lee's cock is kind of what took him over the top, bro.
You got a picture of everybody's dick.
Yes,
what are you talking
do.
about? You got videos.
You sent me a
everybody
picture of
fucking?
Tiger's dick, and I didn't know why. He said Van sent me a picture of Tiger's dick.
Y'all got a
Hold up, Van. You got pictures of Tiger's dick?
I don't have any pictures of that. Y'all got a
Let me tell you, how much cooler is text message Van when he send you pictures of Tiger's dick?
Tiger's dick.
He come on here talking about elephants in the fire when you got Tiger's dick.
I mean, technically, it was Tiger's dick in Kylie's mouth.
That's not.
It's not true. I'm making.
Oh man, I was so excited, bro. I was like, you proved my
Kylie's mouth was Tiger's cock holster.
There was a cock.
Now it's Travis Scott's cock holster.
Oh, hey, y'all see? Y'all see the woman that Obama was trying to close to before he met Michelle? Y'all saw that?
I won't let you spread lies about President Barack Obama.
Yeah, man. Golly,
fuck out of here, man.
Who you working for?
All right, Van. Peace.
All right, peace.
Listen, this Monday, May 8th at 7 p.m., I'll be at the iHeartRadio Theater in L.A. in Burbank, California. iHeartRadio.com/Charlemagne. You get a copy of the book, and it'll be a conversation with me and my guy, Bobby Bones. We out, Schultz?
Yo, we out, man. Oh, by the way, support for this Brilliant Idiots comes from the new Spotify original podcast, Mogul, The Life and Death of Chris Lighty.
I was going to do that after I end it.
Oh, my bad, yo. Chris just, pointed me. Chris acting like we ain't done this.
But we've missed peak. Listen, we already know Chris is all downhill from here, baby.
Ever since the Limes, Limes took you out,
We're going to get him to sign over the loudspeaker network and we'll be okay.
Yo, man, white people's immune systems used to be the shit. Think about that.
Never in the history of life.
No, are you kidding me?
When?
White people conquered the world off of immune systems.
It is.
I just thought it was a bunch of y'all, so y'all
Man,
just
white people
died
came
and
to
passed the
America
torch.
and fucking coughed and sneezed, and then the Native Americans died, right? Like listen.
Well, we also put it on some blankets and threw it to them too.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did that as well. But look, like white people literally used
biological warfare.
Whatever. White people's immune systems was biological warfare. We've been doing chemical warfare for years, right? Like we live in such filth in Europe that the Black Plague happened because we live with rats and disgusting shit, and our immune system got so good from being disgusting for hundreds of thousands of years that we actually beat the fucking plague. Now Chris gets bit by a little tick and he's falling apart. He got fucking vertigo.
He's
and
living
shit.
in Asian culture. That's his fault.
You got a
Go
soft
land
ass
some
Asian.
shit. Go land some shit, Chris, and get back to your fucking
my
roots.
Yo, come on, bro.
Listen.
Come on, be white, Chris. Get your whiteness out.
Get your
out
fucking
here.
whiteness on.
Yeah, stop with your acupuncture. That's weakening your immune system.
Now, as always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Yo, guys, thank you guys for listening. And support for this Brilliant Idiots Podcast comes from the new Spotify original podcast, Mogul, The Life and Death of Chris Lighty. Okay? Make sure you check that out. It's produced by Gimlet Media. I fuck with Gimlet. And the Loudspeakers Network. I also fuck with them. Mogul details the illustrious hip-hop career of Chris Lighty and his rise to success before an unfortunate and untimely end. I think you guys need to do a better job of telling people who Chris Lighty is and why we should be interested in him. This is a story that's bigger than music, okay? It's a story of the American dream. Follow and listen to Mogul, The Life and Death of Chris Lighty, every week on Spotify. Chris, next time we get an ad for this, I need you to break down a little bit of who Chris Lighty is. You can't just go off a name and assume people know who he is.
Nah, I mean, part of the reason it's interesting is people don't know who he is, but I agree.
But give us a reason why I should know.
Yeah, we'll come.
All right,
I'm going to ask you and Charlamagne to listen to it this week.
That's going to happen.
And then I think we'll have a lot to talk about.
All right, I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
Be good, man. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.